Like, I don't hate you, but I'm not like keen to pull anything out of your foot. But I also don't like annoying mother little shit fuckers. I probably would have kicked them in the ass.
Yeah, the only thing that prevents Alina from assaulting other creatures is if she doesn't want to touch them.
I'm like, ugh. Yeah. And like for so long, it's about the food, and I'm sitting there like, can I prestidigitation my food? I'm like, I just want to see if it'll work.
Oh yeah, is there anything you wanted to buy, by the way, in that last session?
Yes,
that you...
I told them this is my chat to you on my phone. I didn't hit send. It's sitting in the.
I see.
So it's like that works well when you don't hit send.
What do you got? I'll drag it in.
I was gonna buy a grappling hook.
Okay.
10 rations.
Have you got the prices for these things? Okay.
I'll just send it to you.
10 rations.
I didn't have the price for the rations. I forgot to look it up.
Okay.
I was writing them as I was listening to the thing too.
So they're 5 silver pieces each?
Yeah. Climber's kit and signal whistle. And I was gonna ask if I could make out of like any extra clothes and like the thumb ropes, like little baggies.
Little baggies.
Yes.
What for?
Little bags. I want little bags.
Okay. Out of like can you? Yeah.
Like Hessian sack or like clothes, like if I could just take like a shirt and like rip a sleeve off of it and make baggies and then do a drawstring around the bag. Like I could just like cut holes in the top of the shirt thing and then loop the string through the holes in and out of the sides and pull it.
How many did you want to make?
4.
And you wanted to make it out of a rope, did you say, or out of clothing?
Like I pull the rope apart so it was just like more like individual strings, because usually rope is intertwined strings, right?
Wait, but so what are you using? Just what's the item? Because you can certainly do that.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything that said like just like small bags, like small pouches almost. So I was gonna make them out of like clothes. Like I could just buy clothes and then rip them up and make baggies out. Like,
do you need find familiar components?
Yes, I think what I had 2. I think when we looked or when Adrian looked. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a common clothes to do that with. Okay. So common clothes cost like, what was it again? Like, okay, so 5 silver pieces. So what's that in? Right, what's that in total? Did you say you got it on your phone?
I didn't put that in because I wanted to make sure I could do it.
Well, what have you got so far?
Yeah, I don't do math. Math is hard.
What have you got on your phone so far?
I put in the grappling hook.
How much was that?
2 gold.
Okay.
2 gold pieces, yeah. The rations times 10. Climber's kit at 25 gold. And the signal whistle at 5 copper pieces.
Okay, 0.05. So the rations, 5 silver pieces times 10, so it's just 5 gold, and then these common clothes for another. Okay, so I think that's about 33. I think that's 33 gold pieces. So
I have enough in my stuff. I just don't do conversion. 1 platinum is 10 gold, right?
So 3. So what is it? 3 platinum and 3 gold. I'll do that for you.
Okay.
3 platinum,
Wise.
3 gold.
Thank you.
Okay, and then you can. I'll delete these common clothes then, and then you can just make. If you want to just add okay. a like an item in your equipment or something like that, and just like change it to 4 and just write like little bags or something, little baggies,
little baggies, little pouches.
All right. And the other thing was Rain found on the internet, but it is actually buried in the book, in the back of the book, a price for the soul coins. I think that one of the reasons why it's a little bit obscure is because I don't know how often, like devils and other creatures maybe aren't necessarily going to just swap soul coins for gold and other valuables, because souls are kind of what they want. So I think that's kind of why it sort of depends on the circumstance a little bit. And so, although you were able to go to that exchange tent and swap some coin for some soul coins, that probably wouldn't be something that you can always do. We'll work that out like when you try to do it again. But I'm gonna change it at least just to match what Rain found, which is that soul coins, instead of 50 platinum pieces, they're just 10 platinum pieces. So I've given Jean Lemore 4 more of them since he purchased one for 50 platinum pieces. But also I've adjusted it so that they'll last for 6 hexes as power for the war machines instead of 9. And the other thing I want to adjust is the demon Ica, which I'm going to also just change just to make it easier in terms of like how to spend them as we're traveling. I'm just going to say that 5 silver pieces, they cost 5 silver pieces each, which means that you basically just spend like 1 vial per point on the hex grid, which just makes it easy. So if you move 4 points, you just like delete 4 vials. And I've also doubled the vials that Jean Lemore purchased, and removed 2 for this move from Fort Knucklebone up in this direction. The other thing was I wanted to show you this handout of a boggle, so you know what Mr. Temptation looks like. Except I guess, like, imagine also wearing a fez.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
I gotta say, Adrian, hats off to you with that roleplay last session.
Fez
the
is
voices
off.
between, like, mate.
Thanks, man.
If I could buy you a drink, I'll buy you a drink.
Thanks, I appreciate that. And then the last thing is that anyone who has seen a infernal chicken and has the ability to cast Find Familiar now feels as they've been kind of traveling through the wasteland thinking about this, that they may now actually have the magical know-how to summon this as their familiar.
This is my favorite thing that's ever happened. Just deeply opposite reactions to the same thing.
And also, I thought, just because I sort of barreled into this move up into the upper hex without seeing if anyone wanted to do anything, did anyone want to have their familiar summoned while they're kind of traveling along?
Yeah, that would probably be good. I forgot fully to do that last time. I kept meaning to.
So just
I guess just work out.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I guess work out what positions we're in the vehicles as well. If you're driving on the weapon and.
Yeah, well, I'll take us over to the map in a second. Yep. But also, who wants to control Jean Lemore just for half an hour? It won't even be that long.
I'll control JL.
Okay, and maybe if you want to also control Lulu.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, sweet. Jean Lemore. And Lulu. Okay, so what familiar, Alina? If you just also want to, did you want to summon a familiar as well?
Yeah, I'll probably stick to the owl.
Okay, just go ahead and post
I think
the components in the chat.
Yeah, I was just looking for it.
Okay,
I think Ethel accidentally summons an infernal chicken. She's just thinking about it. It's like, wow, oh my god, oh my god, you look different this time.
So it's still called cat.
Yeah, I was gonna say cat chicken.
It's a cat chicken.
Cat chicken.
All right. So just as you're thinking about this infernal chicken, and suddenly you bring one into existence, she's just kind of like sitting on this seat next to you, I guess. Everyone's like crammed into this, into these war machines. A plume of red dust billows in the distance, created by a large infernal war machine of a different kind, which is barreling in your direction. And its crew consists of boar-headed and rat-headed humanoids, all wearing goggles, and some of them with metal helmets and different colored face makeup and spray paint on them. And on the back of the machine there's a flagpole with a black flag displaying a boar's head and a pair of crossed bones beneath it. And you can hear through the wind this as the driver, which has the head of a boar, lets out this loud boar squeal. And as they're approaching, you hear another one of them, the passenger boar-headed creature, shout out, "Argan the Cruel says it's time to pay up, and we're gonna make sure you pay in full." And so I just threw you onto these machines approximately where I thought you might want to go based on things that we discussed. But if you want to move yourself around with this Devil's Ride Kensei, because it takes an action to drive it, you can like doing a maneuver where you're sort of driving along and then like reaching out and like hitting somebody with it is possible, but you have to kind of like not control the vehicle for that turn. So you'd have to sort of like time it so that the vehicle is like moving in a certain direction at a certain speed, and then on that second turn you can take your action to like strike. Alternatively, you can have somebody sitting on the back of the bike and doing the strike for you, which is what I thought you were suggesting in the chat, so I put Alina on the back of the bike. But yeah, move yourselves around where you figure you would want to be.
Like, I guess, Alina, it's up to you. Do you want to be doing a drive-by, or do you want to be doing the driving yourself? Because I'm open to both, honestly. Both are cool on my end.
I mean, I'm down. Worst case, you can just jump off and I'll slide forward and grab control of the bike.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
This is stuff we talked about beforehand, because this is all stuff I wanted to say, and I was like, yeah, fine, we'll ride together. Fuck it.
All right.
I was like, I'll just like slide and dump your ass off the bike.
And actually, I realized that this might not work so well. Can you actually just try something for me, Kensei? After I delete your token, can you open your token and see if you can just like roll initiative and see if it'll just put you in the tracker without me? I don't think it. I don't know if there's like I don't know how to add characters to the tracker when they're not on the actual.
It says that there is no active combat encounter for you currently viewed in the scene, so it does not let me roll initiative in the page.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Oh, here, try now.
Okay, let me pull it back up.
Oh, nice. Okay, forget this. We'll just sort of remember where we are. But go ahead, everyone, and just roll initiative from your sheet, and it should now put you in.
All right.
That is good to know.
Fingers crossed. Initiative is balls.
And you should be able to roll for Jean Lamour as well, Mahkah.
I can't roll for a cat chicken.
Oh, yeah. So how does that work, I wonder?
I thought I rolled JLs already. That's okay, I can do it again.
Oh, you did? They got a 6.
Somehow, how did you... Oh, no, I must have added Lulu in. Yeah, because I don't know how to roll initiative for a creature that's not in the scene either. Should have had a look at this beforehand.
You just like put him in the corner and we'll pretend.
I just do like a dex check. Damn it. Yeah, I'll have to put him in the corner, I think.
All right,
Okay.
all right, Lulu, Cat, get in the corner.
So Luna, and then an infernal chicken.
She's like, what are you doing here? Okay. In the back. That go work better, I think.
There's just going to be a little like support group meeting in the corner of the map for all the familiars and like people that have been traveling with us. Like, how many times have you died? More than I care to count.
Mahkah wants to compliment Ethel on her hair. It's very more-like at the moment on the tormentor.
Like it's just fully been pulled out in a giant cloud. It's one giant knot.
I'm still imagining that gif of the old lady with the boobs flapping in the wind to be I cannot unsee that. That's my permanent image at all times.
Okay, those familiars should now be in the combat tracker, and I'll have to leave Lulu there as well.
It doesn't have the normal little dice thingy for me. Just so do I have control of it?
Are you able to move the chicken in the... Oh, you know what? Hold on. I know why that is.
Cool.
Okay, you should be able to do it now.
There we go. Yay. Hooray.
Nice.
The chicken rolled better than everyone. That's great.
Chicken goes first. Oh, wait,
the chicken is ready.
Got to also roll for all these guys.
Incoming the horde.
All right, and so you've been basically driving through this wasteland, and you're kind of driving up here like this, and as you come around past this rock, this huge boulder, these guys appear sort of in the distance, and they come at you from this direction, just off to the right to sort of cut you off. So, Infernal Chicken, what do you do?
I don't think you can do much without me straight up like the chicken immediately. But it starts flying directly towards the other guys. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't do that. Can this thing actually fly? Like a little bit?
It can fly, but at the end of its turn, if it is in the air, then it falls to the ground.
I love this thing so much. Anyway, and then it can only grant the help action when it's like actually touching another, like when it's
Correct.
like with the creature that you're attacking, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's not able to do much in this situation. I think we can safely say that.
Maybe it'll just chill in here. Maybe I won't kill my familiar immediately this time, but just this time. So it'll chill in here.
All right. So as this thing approaches, and this thing is like much larger than your vehicle. It's got these like 3 sets of wheels and this huge like chomping, like almost like a big jaw on the front with these metal pieces going like, and you can see sort of shaking and like swinging in the wind, this big like ball on a chain like coming out from the back of it. And there are a bunch of these creatures sitting all over it and kind of standing up behind 2 of these harpoon flingers as well. And this creature here that has like the head of a rat kind of cries out and turns in your direction. It's manning one of these harpoon flingers, but it is, let me see, 120 feet is probably going to be able to hit either of these. Yep.
Oh yeah.
So it will use use its action to fire a harpoon at the HS Tormentor, the Hessian Sack Tormentor. And so the Tormentor has an armor class of 15, and so it misses. But you just see this harpoon fly through the air and just land just behind the Tormentor as you drive along in this desert. This creature at the back here is just sort of one of the passengers, kind of hanging onto the side, and it is holding a crossbow, but I don't think it's going to be able to hit from where it is. It's going to make an attempt, but it's going to be very difficult. It'll have disadvantage. And it's just targeting whatever it can see from where it is. It really doesn't matter now. All right, Luna.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's on me. I'm Lulu.
I was like, you want to be my bird? Okay.
Nah, that's
She can't even get to them.
Wait, hold on a second. My bad. The Infernal Chicken was not first. There were a couple of other creatures that came first in the initiative. There was first this were-rat here, which is also on the... Sorry, guys. I just needed to scroll up, or perhaps I looked at the Infernal Chicken before
To be fair, I thought the Infernal Chicken was first too, so I guess we don't worry on that one.
Okay, this
Take away
harpoon
this
is
victory
also
from the Infernal Chicken.
aiming at the Tormentor. Okay, this one is going to hit your Tormentor. It has to exceed this damage threshold to do it any damage, and it fails. So this harpoon just kind of like bounces off the hull of the Tormentor. And this wereboar at the back, kind of humanoid shaped creature with a boar's head, it is like holding this shield, and it's just like shaking it in the air. Okay. Now Luna.
She's just gonna fly as close as she can because she's pretty far away. And her
Yeah,
fly
so I
speed's
guess-
only 100 and...
I'll just actually move her over here. Wait, why isn't she? No, I've got the ruler.
She's really far.
And the chicken as well.
Both of them are like, wait for me.
And wait, is Alina driving the Devil's Ride, did you say? What did you end up landing on?
You think Kensei?
Okay, Kensei's driving. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Which one of these is outside of the Tormentor?
There's a couple of these. So the probably the two on either side at the back are kind of hanging off the doors.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll just provide a help action to...
She would have to dash in order to reach it, I believe. She can only fly 60 feet.
Oh, I thought it was 120. Why did I think it was 120? What's wrong with me?
Just for future reference, because it's a familiar's question, could the familiar provide the help action to like Luna could provide the help action to Alina if Alina has to do any like checks or anything like that? Like if you had to do a dex check, is your familiar allowed to help you?
Like, only if it makes sense, I would say.
Okay, so your bird's not allowed to just like help you not fall down.
No. If you can describe something that makes sense, then I'll ask her.
Little bird
I'll ask her a
claws
check.
grab the back of your shirt and help you not fall down.
Okay, I'm just gonna move her closer. I'm not gonna use the dash action.
All right.
Yes, our Luna.
Okay,
that's it.
so this boar at the front here is able to... He's like controlling this chomping thing. You can see here him kind of in there with his like hands on these gears. But he's going to take his hands off the gears. At the moment this chomper is not anywhere near anyone. And he is going to... Well, he can't really do anything either. Nope, he's just going to hold onto these gears, but he points at this owl as it kind of flies through the air in the direction of this vehicle. Okay, Alina.
Leave my owl alone! She the first round of every round. I'm like, what's the point of this spell? She's just gonna die. Oh my god. Okay. Can I see? Like, is it all made of metal? Is there any kind of wood? Are there any kind of openings that I can see from here? What can I tell from...
Not very much
where I
in
am
terms
now?
of openings or anything. It just looks like this big, monstrous metal juggernaut of a machine. You don't see any particular...
Okay. And
But you can
what are
see many of these creatures kind of poking out. You know, it's like an open-topped vehicle, so you can aim at them.
Okay. And the wheels on it are all like metal, or are they
Yes, it doesn't have
rubber?
any.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
nothing you can see that would give you the idea that there'd be anywhere in particular to aim at.
Okay. And the ground we're working on, just out of curiosity, is it like hard packed sand?
Fairly
like-
hard packed sand.
Okay. So if it got like really muddy for some reason,
That
okay,
yeah, that
just
would.
picking out my terrain.
It could get muddy
Okay. Cool. Right.
depending on what you did to it.
Right. Just curious. And if I shout something, can the people in the Tormentor hear me?
So I'll say that the wind is blowing in your direction from them, which is why you were able to hear them kind of yell out towards you. But at this, from the Tormentor. Yes, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna yell at Ethel to try the decanter and slow their speed. So like wet the ground and like cause muddiness so they can't drive as quickly. And then I'm gonna cast Shadow Blade. And how far can this go? It's only thrown 60 feet. That's fine. I'll cast it and hold my action to throw it at one of the ones on the outside if they come into range.
All right. Okay. Mahkah.
Okay.
So with this vehicle, so I forget. Oh, hey Anna. I forget who was who on this vehicle. Did we?
Yeah, I don't think we decided.
Okay.
Whoever.
All right, huddle up.
Thoughts? Quick question.
Well,
I just
What
assumed
do you
Mahkah
feel?
was driving because he's a bit of a, or maybe in the.
Rough head. That's fine. I actually pictured JL on the Screamer. I think JL would have gone straight to the Screamer on this thing, the weapon.
All right.
You mentioned about combat while driving. What about casting the spell while driving?
Not.
How would that work?
It would be the same. You would just need to. You won't be able to control the vehicle while you're doing that. So, I would say that. So basically, it will just do what it did the previous turn if you don't do anything.
Okay.
So if
So-
it was moving, we'll say that it moved maybe 30 feet or something.
Okay.
We'll say you weren't going like super quickly. So if you just cast a spell, then the vehicle will just go another 30 feet.
In that direction. Okay.
Yeah.
Mahkah will like to cast Entangled. on the
Assuming you're
vehicle.
at the helm. I didn't mean to put Mahkah
No,
at the
that's
helm.
fine.
Does anyone have any objections to that? I just thought because he's like a navigator. Although now that I think about it, as the navigator, maybe he would have to sit in the passenger seat. But it's up to you.
No, I'm happy with that.
Objections? No?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Lulu's
We got-
obviously driving.
We're going to spend a lot of hours in this vehicle.
All right.
Yeah,
So-
Mahkah will like to cast Entangled.
So it will
Little
continue
entangling off the-
moving to here as you cast Entangle. But I guess you would probably need to cast it from where you were, but I don't think that's going to matter. 90 feet. Yeah. All right. Interesting. So these vines come out of this cracked, hard earth over here and begin sort of reaching up and wrapping around the axles and these wheels and parts of the bottom of the machine. And I guess, hold on.
He's like
When
oily,
you cast the
blood-thick
spell,
loins.
a creature in the area, though, I don't think this would be able to actually. So I think this machine will just kind of roll over these things because you can only target a creature unless you're targeting the machine itself.
Because, okay.
But
let's
this
have a
says
quick look.
sprout from the ground, so I don't think you can do that either. Yeah, I'm going to say that
Ground.
this won't have any effect on the vehicle except for the difficult terrain.
Oh,
I guess-
to be honest with you, I was actually more interested in the creatures.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to get the creatures because they're all sitting on top of this vehicle and they're not actually on the ground.
Back to the interesting interactions of spells versus objects, or vice versa. Kinda, sorta.
Okay.
All right, but I'm thinking at this point you have learned that as you've attempted to wield this spell and try to like catch this vehicle with these vines coming out of the ground, you realize that's not going to be particularly effective as this machine just keeps rolling over that vine, over that patch of vines. So we might call that a wasted attempt, if that's okay.
That's fine. It's
Sorry
learning.
to do that to you. Okay, Lulu. Who wants to control Lulu? Is that gonna go back to Anna or?
Doesn't matter.
Angelo, you do it.
Okay.
All right.
Lulu would just hold an attack action if anything comes closer and within range. Sorry, I'm not too familiar with Lulu. It'll just be.
So she's got a melee. That's just the tusks, and then she's got this trumpet.
That is. I was just trying to find the range of the trumpet.
It's a 30-foot cone.
Yep.
I read 600 feet.
It's just gonna be heard from 3 to 600 feet.
Yeah, I continued reading, but I was like, 600 feet?
I'll hold one of the trumpets if you don't mind.
All right, no worries. Okay, this guy at the front, he looks like he's a big, beefy-looking boar, and there's a you can see as they approach what looks like this big maul kind of like sitting across him, like kind of poking out the side of the vehicle. It looks like his weapon, but he is driving this vehicle, and he is going to drive it directly in this direction.
Ooh.
Ooh, that was a lot.
Oy.
Is this
Just
counting with or without the difficult terrain, or does that not matter for vehicles?
Oh, sorry. Well, the difficult terrain would come into play, but the vehicle can move. How far can it move? 100 feet. So
not much.
yeah. Yeah, but it's going to kind of like drive in this direction, and I think actually, how much more can it
The
move
trumpet
here?
of blasting will
No, it's
activate.
not keeping. Yeah, the trumpet of blasting will activate. Just
Also,
trying to-
Alina's sword throw would also activate too. Not to confuse your turn any more than it needs to be.
Okay, where am I? So it's moved like this bloody thing. So 60, probably 70, 75 feet, and it's going to kind of keep going around here like this as it sort of comes along around behind you and alongside this vehicle. So yeah, Lulu, go ahead and
Where would you like Lulu now?
Lulu's probably on the vehicle, I guess, unless you had something different in mind. Maybe if she was like flying.
No, she was just outside. She would be. I assume she'll be. If we're traveling faster than what she can fly, she'll be definitely on the vehicle.
Okay. So go ahead and release the held actions.
Release the Hierophant!
Okay, so with the trumpet of blasting, I think you have to actually do the one that just says trumpet first, and then that will give you the cone. And then it's like you choose between the trumpet of blasting and the trumpet of radiance.
Got ya.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, this might actually be a game changer, actually.
Quick question. Was it from...
So it just needs to be from a vertex that's connected to Lulu.
Do I know which of these creatures is actually driving? Sorry, just...
you can see this creature here appears to be
Okay.
at the
How do I
helm.
rotate this?
So just hit like hover over that, or you might have to hit the measurement controls, the second icon down on the left, and just hover over it and hold control, and then you can use the like your mouse wheel. There you go.
Oh, yeah, got ya.
Trumpet of
Okay,
Blasting.
Same, but different.
Non-magical objects in the cone that aren't being held or worn. So it might probably affect the vehicle as well. I don't think so. The vehicle's weapons are magical, but I don't think the vehicle itself is considered magical. I haven't seen anything that suggests that. What's the damage that it's doing there? Thunder damage. Yeah, that should probably work. Okay. Alright, I'll do these creatures first. So just top to bottom, left to right. Actually, maybe roll me the creature damage first, and I'll just do it as I go that way. 23. Oop.
Get him, Lulu.
Oh, it doesn't let me pop out. Ah, that's really irritating. Okay. Sorry, bear with me. Okay, so it's half on a failed save, on a successful save, and it isn't deafened. Alright. Okay, so that one passes, so it's going to take half. Same with this one. Same with this one. Okay, it looks like they all passed, unfortunately. Some of the energy of this trumpet blast is kind of lost in the wind and is deflected somewhat by this vehicle. But especially this were-rat that is right up next to Lulu kind of puts its like clawed paws to its ears, like. And what were you doing with the Shadow Blade, Alina?
I was
sorry.
gonna. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, quick question. Is there
the
damage
vehicle.
to the vehicle? Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, go ahead and roll the damage to the object. So a creature takes half as much damage in different non-magical objects in the cone that aren't being held
That's
or worn.
beautiful.
So the thing is a vehicle an object? Because otherwise it would be able to make a save, usually. Let me just check.
This feels like all the philosophy classes I took. Is a vehicle an object? You're like, what is an object? Let's discuss this for 2 hours.
Are the world's
Okay,
objects?
a vehicle is not an object. It's not. It's because it's composed of many small objects, unfortunately. So I think in this case the vehicle is not affected by this
Well, what
trumpet
about
blast.
the thunder damage from the creature, though?
Sorry.
What about the original thunder damage then? that affect it?
So that says each creature, successful save, a creature takes up. Yeah, so that says creature. So it doesn't look like you can, unfortunately, target this vehicle with this trumpet.
But what is
blasting.
a vehicle? A vehicle? Or is it something more? News at 11.
Maybe each individual part of the vehicle gets hit with this thunder damage, like each gear.
What do you want a breakdown of the HP of all the individual pieces of the war machine, please?
It's one like of wood.
Is the
has two
HP and the AC
HP.
of a bolt?
All right, Ethel, your turn.
I want to throw my blade, please.
Oh, yep, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw it at the one closest to me at the back because you said he's out, right?
Yes, yep, he's
okay.
kind of like hanging on to the side.
And it's always dusky in Avernus.
Yes, that's correct. You will have advantage, and that hits.
Sucky. Thing, whatever the fuck this thing is. And attack.
All right, 8 psychic damage. Seems good.
Are you attacking the chicken?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, she's on the
That's
she's on the
attacks.
Oh.
she's on the devil's ride.
Okay.
And another 14 sneak. All right. Yeah, so this thing is just kind of like actually leaning out towards this devil's ride, like being a real smartass, like shaking its maul at you. And you just like fling this shadow blade directly at it, just hit it right in the chest, just and it just creates this like massive gash across its chest and up onto its shoulder, and it just lets out this squeal. Okay, Ethel.
Nice.
Now
So
it
you
is
said
your
this
turn.
is hooray. So you said this is like a kind of open top vehicle a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And I know which guy is driving, right? Like, can I see him?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. And would you say that the space near him in this vehicle is unoccupied and that I can see it?
No, actually, there's probably no unoccupied space in the vehicle in terms of seating. But whether or not if you are about to try to launch yourself into the vehicle or something like that, or you're trying to cast a dust devil into the vehicle or something, I don't know what you're trying to do.
There's something that's happening here. I'm trying to see if there's I don't know, space for a creature to be near the guy who's driving. It could be on the outside.
It can cram. Something would be able to cram into the vehicle.
Okay, because I just wanted to cast my summon aberration, just like in the vehicle if I could, because I just thought that would be really fun.
Yes, you can definitely do that.
Okay,
It will be squeezing, so I'll give it like disadvantage on like, you know, if it's doing like melee attacks and stuff like that. But it can definitely do that.
So I was gonna do the slod. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay, and then the guy who's driving, is there like a window next to him?
Let me see. How much?
Or if it's open, is there space for? Essentially, I want the slod who goes right after me to try to chuck this guy out of the vehicle. That's what my goal is.
Okay.
So if there's a way that can happen.
Okay, let me just double check and see. This thing can take 8 creatures, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So actually, if these two guys I've said are kind of like clinging onto the side, looks like the passenger. So this guy's running this chomper. These two guys are on it. So there's probably there are like passenger seats at the back. So this aberrant spirit will be able to appear on kind of in one of these passenger seats at the back. And yes, it'll be able to. There is probably there's a window out the side of this thing. And there's no glass or anything like that, and so it would theoretically be able to do that. Okay, and cool. Do I need to actually give you a slard, or does this thing? Oh no, it gives you what you can do with the slard creature. Okay, sweet. All right, so this thing kind of appears in the back seat.
Yep, and it goes right after me, I think.
Okay.
That's a very cute thing.
All right. Okay, anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Okay. It is now the slard's turn.
Okay, I wanted to try to chuck the guy out of there, and my goal here is for this to be a contested roll, just not an attack, if that's possible. If it has to be a melee attack, that's fine. But if there's any way that I can make this contested, that would be fun.
It'll need to. Okay, firstly, this creature is, I'm going to say, not going to be super easy to just throw out. It's like holding on to this machine, etc. Yeah. So I think you will need to first grapple it and then attempt to throw it out.
Okay.
So it'll basically require 2 grapples, which will be 2 attacks.
Okay, gotcha. Darn. So this says the melee weapon attack is with my spell's attack modifier. Would that be the same for grapple or not?
Is that what it says? Spells?
In the
melee weapon attack.
Yeah, I think so. Under the claws
spell attack
attack
modifier to hit. No, because you're not really doing a claws attack.
Okay, gotcha. So what would it be
Are they
in
all like that?
addition to that?
Yeah,
Just the
range
+3
spell.
for strength?
Yeah. Just give me either an athletics check. Yeah, just give me an
Oops.
athletics check. So
That
yeah,
doesn't have the +3 in there.
That's all right.
So it's a flat 10.
10. Okay, sweet. All right. So the driver will attempt to resist.
Can he get a 2? Can I use my portent to get a 2?
Yeah, of course.
What this was.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feels so goofy. I'm having a great time.
All
That was the
right.
first attack.
So this slug just appears in the back of this vehicle, and like these creatures that are holding on, that are kind of, you know, waving at you and about to like throw shit at you. One of them gets hit by this shadow blade. All of them are just like, what the fuck is this like being appears, this slard being? They've never seen a slard before. It's kind of like a big like sort of alien like toad creature appears in this back seat and just reaches forward like and just like grabs the driver of this vehicle and begins like trying to like shake him and pull him out of the seat. And Kensei.
Wait, that's
it can make it to attack.
I'm sorry, I just have a clarifying question. Is that a grapple, an action, or an attack?
Oh, it makes 2. It has a multi-attack.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
The duration
I
makes a number of attacks equal to half this spell's level. Yeah, so it doesn't specify that it needs to do a particular attack. So yes, go ahead and attempt to throw this thing out
Okay,
of
so
the,
is that the
out of
same thing, the
vehicle.
D20 +3?
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
Okay, that's pretty good.
For a
Roll for
second,
the
I was
day.
going to be so sad.
Okay, that is
your other
pretty
point.
good.
I can't use my other portent, or I would, because you can only use one per round, I think.
All right.
Oh, wait.
So it looks like you were able to throw out the driver from the window of the vehicle.
The slot in deep speech goes, I am the captain now.
And then the slot knows to follow directions, so I'd yell, "You're the driver now! Drive away!"
And let me just see. Double
Oh
check
wait,
other
no,
things.
we get a new vehicle. We have to keep this one.
All right. Okay. So it's certainly going to not be... Okay, right. So it is going to land on the side of the vehicle, just like here, basically. He's outside the vehicle, like rolling on the ground. And I think he's going to probably take... I'm just going to give him a little bit of fall damage as he falls on the ground. This vehicle's like moving like pretty quickly. I'll give him like maybe 2d6 damage. He's going to take like 8 bludgeoning damage. But he's like a big, strong-looking creature. And he has the sense to... Well, you notice that this maul, this big kind of warhammer-looking maul type of thing is like strapped to his back. It's going to go with him. But he kind of like lands heavy, but is able to sort of roll. And doesn't look as injured as you might have hoped. But he is certainly outside of the vehicle. All right. Okay, Kensei.
All right. So a lot of shit has transpired, and my plans got somewhat changed up, and I apologize for what transpired. So what is like the front of this vehicle? Like, which direction is this so far going right now?
It's going in this direction.
All right. And if I am not able to use an action to drive, there's a high likelihood that I'm just going to crash into this thing.
Yes.
Okay. So first action, I'm going to drive so we don't die.
Okay, and just
'Cause this is not...
and just so you know, if you make a too crazy a turn, I'll ask for a check. You know, like if you try to suddenly do like a 90-degree turn or something like that.
Okay. I'm thinking of just going like this direction a ways. Because I don't know which momentum I'm following here.
That's going to be a 90-degree turn, I think. That's which you can do, but I'll get you to make a check with the actual Devil's Ride itself if you do that.
All right. What type of check are we looking here?
I will lean with the turn.
Okay.
I know how to ride on the back of a motorcycle. I am leaning.
All right. Give me a dex. Give me a dex check, actually.
All right. So, congratulations, Mahkah. You were correct. I should have been listening to. Oh well, shenanigans are ensuing.
And let me think. This is like a sudden turn. You're not that experienced with this vehicle. It's like a big, heavy thing. You're turning like it's like a really sharp turn.
I don't know, but you can do this on a motorcycle.
It's gonna
Pretty
be
fine,
like-
you know.
Yeah, it's gonna be. We'll see. Give me the check.
Okay, I was just wondering if you wanted, I was just waiting to see if you wanted to add any more modifiers or modifiers to the
No, just give me a dex check.
Yeah.
16 is probably about what I would have given it. So we'll say you pass.
All right. So we shall not crash. So let's
Oh shit and bricks. I'm not.
hold on.
And as you make this like sudden turn, like all of this dirt and sand is like kind of kicked up onto this wereball that's like leaning out that just got like hit by the shadow blade. It's like,
So, like, 'cause I have oh yeah, we have a lot. So kind of like continuing to kind of like just like not take too sharp sharper turn, just kind of like just driving around and kind of like zeroes around to the back. Because that was my action, correct? To drive this thing. Just
Yes.
make sure.
yep.
Action surge.
Okay. Sweet.
Blow up a
That
motherfucker.
works. Okay, so let me just have a look here, just to double check. We use an action to propel the vehicle up to its speed or bring the vehicle to dead stop. While the vehicle is moving, the driver can steer it along any course. Okay, sweet. So that seems fine. But just remember that if you... Yes, and you're doing an action, so you'll still be able to turn... Yeah, okay, sweet. All right.
All right. Fighters. Woo! So yeah. Sorry. Not sorry. Oh shit. That's not where I want to fuck. Every time I try to place this thing, it kind of like wants me to pulls up my character sheet. So let's do yeah, that seems fine.
Okay. Cool. That will get everything. All right.
Fireball's fun.
Roll me the damage first.
Yep.
Please.
I will definitely do so.
All right.
Fire in the hole!
Okay. All right. Bear with me while a bunch of these creatures try to duck out of the way. Also, this
Hey, is this a
one of
dex
these
check
is like
that my slot also has to do?
yes.
I did say sorry.
It's okay. It's fine.
However, to add some more confusion, was because some of those and some of them are in like this vehicle. Didn't you say that some if you're in the vehicle, you get like 3/4 cover or half cover or something like that?
Yeah.
Depending
So
on the vehicle?
they'll have cover, but the thing about this fireball is that I think like if you're kind of like firing this fireball at this I think it's just going to kind of envelop the vehicle. I don't think the cover is going to really do that much to kind of protect them. Maybe some of these, you know what, maybe like I'll give, I'm just trying to think like how to deal with that.
Nope, that's perfectly fine. I am asking
Yeah,
the
you know
difficult
what?
question so we figure it out.
I do think actually that maybe the creature that was thrown onto the ground would probably, from where this fireball, I don't think it would be affected by it, now that I think about it.
Reading the spell, it says the fire spreads around corners.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it whatever it hits, it goes like
Engulfs.
around. Like it
True,
doesn't
true.
matter if it's open. It's going inside the vehicle.
Yes, I'm thinking it's going to go through the vehicle and everything, but I think this creature that's on the ground, I think he's going to kind of roll out of the way. Because I
Yeah.
think this fireball is going to like hit the vehicle and kind of like go into the back of the vehicle and just like... But I think I'm going to say
Damn it,
that,
the slot
he's
saved
all
his
right.
life. That's funny.
Okay. Okay, that's a pass.
Uh-oh.
That's a 12.
So the
It's 21.
27.
Oh,
Wait, 27? Oh, yeah, because...
Are you able to control the slot?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wait, 1 second. I might just be dumb. Yes.
Alright. That's the full 27. That's also the full... Oh, nice. Okay, so this one is basically just blown out of the other side of the vehicle. This were-rat that's like holding the harpoon flinger, just like... and just kind of tumbles onto the ground unceremoniously as this vehicle is like spinning around the back of the HS Tormentor, and it's just crying out as it burns to death.
The slot is alive, everyone. Woo! It's hard, but it's alive.
Okay. Many of these creatures are pretty severely singed, pretty badly burned, and a lot of shit's going on there. They all kind of watch their fellow fly out the window, and they see this slud being burned in the seat in front of them, but they see that it's still alive as well. A lot of them are like trying to like put out flames that are like burning on their clothes and like armor and shit. And anything else, Kensei?
I am just going to continue maniacally laughing as I continue just driving this thing like in a semicircle, just kind of like just a little bit, just using up some of the movement, just kind of like laughing at the devastation. I'm like, I love this place.
Who would have known that you belong in hell? Okay, this boar at the back is going to... so it is actually operating this big ball and chain. And so it's going to attempt to swing this ball and chain at the Tormentor. So it kind of like swings around. It's on this seat that's kind of like sticking out a little bit from the back of the vehicle. It's like the whole seat like swings around with this like crane thing. And this ball just goes towards the back of the Tormentor.
There are too many weapons that I want to use, but I am only one man.
And it looks like it will hit, potentially, depending on how much damage it does.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Gonna do
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It smashes into the back of the Tormentor and does 35 damage.
No.
And that is actually enough damage to hit this mishap threshold, which I forget exactly how that works. Just bear with me.
We might have to take this new vehicle because the one we borrowed is just going to be completely destroyed by the time we get back.
Yes. Okay.
That's
so,
like being like, I crashed your car, but I got a cool one. And it's just like, okay.
So the driver, can the driver of the Tormentor give
Yes.
me a... Just roll me a d20.
Oh.
Oh, that's not ominous.
Oi.
Okay.
I don't know if
That
that's good
is-
or bad.
All right. So this ball and chain smashing into the back of the Tormentor it results in a damaged axle, and the vehicle grinds and begins shaking uncontrollably. And so this will mean that until this is repaired, the vehicle has disadvantage on all dexterity checks, and all ability checks and attack rolls made by creatures on or inside the vehicle have disadvantage. So that's pretty intense.
Okay. So
Well-
it does have a feature, the Duke, it's called the Duke on the
Yep.
Tormentor, which is advantages on dex checks. So it'll just be flat for dex checks.
If the Tormentor is able to move, and this is a reaction, the driver can use its reaction to grant the Tormentor advantage on a dexterity saving throw. So yeah, it can use a reaction to have a flat dex save. Okay. Top of the round, Jean Lemore. So Jean Lemore is okay. So you're actually using the Infernal Screamer, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it doesn't seem to have like a limited number of uses. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna target the ball and chain, dude.
All right. So you reach out and begin like cranking this thing between the shoulders of this. And I guess you can kind of spin this around a little bit, maybe. Or maybe not. It seems like it's just letting out this like loud scream, so it's just going to affect the... Who are you targeting, did you say, sorry?
Ball and chain dude.
Okay, cool.
And needs to make a DC 15 wisdom saving throw.
Okay, wisdom save. DC 15.
Oh,
okay.
man. Silvery Bobs. Silvery Bobs.
Silver Bobs. Okay, nice.
Yes.
Alright.
Wait. Yep.
Another wisdom save.
Spell.
And who gets the advantage?
Oh, Lena.
BB Belina. Okay, and unfortunately it passes again, but it still takes the half damage, is it? Yeah, half as much on a successful one.
Yeah.
So you should be able to just click. You should be able to just actually click that 4d12 thingy there, and it will roll. Okay, 20. All right, so this guy is going to take some of this psychic damage. Gonna look at psychic damage. Yeah. Okay. All right, and as he's kind of swinging around and like laughing in this half squeal, half human sounding laughter, and this ball and chain smashes in here, this like scream just radiates outwards, and he like let go of the ball again and like also kind of like lifts up his hands and try to put them like on the, you know, try to stop this scream from penetrating his skull, but blood begins like pouring out of his pig snout as he's done this psychic damage directly to his brain. And okay, this boar is going to climb inside the vehicle, and it's going to kind of climb over the seat towards this slard creature, and it is going to attempt to strike it with its maul. Okay.
Oh no.
So it does 18 damage. It looks like it kills this slard. It just like crushes the slard's like head into its big like its big kind of bloated frog-like body.
I'm so full of my slot.
Okay.
It was even gonna regain hit points on its turn. This is so sad.
Sorry.
Immune to psychic damage. Yeah, looks like it's dead. Okay. And the creature then kind of continues climbing through the vehicle and climbs up and sort of grabs. Actually, it's going to climb over towards the helm and get in the driver's seat. Does that make sense? 'Cause it's not going to be able to do anything for this turn.
Just a question with that. Is the vehicle still moving?
It is. So when it's the driver's turn, basically the vehicle will continue moving in that direction by the distance that it moved in the previous turn.
Okay.
And so yeah, I think that's what I'll do. This creature kind of clambers through here and tries to grab onto the wheel. Okay, this infernal chicken kind of sitting in the back of the infernal cat chicken.
Move to like, if it like is right here, can I give the help action on this guy by just horrifically screaming in its face? I feel like that's what this would do, right? It's hanging on the outside right here.
Yeah, it can do that.
Like they're like face to face, like speeding next to each other, and it just like does a horrible squawk.
It's just been like severely burned by this fireball, and it's kind of hanging onto the side of this thing, and this infernal chicken just like clambers through the seat towards it like something out of Alien, like just like scares the shit out of it. Just tries to like almost like scramble back into the vehicle. And this one here is on the it's on this harpoon flinger, but I just want to see, it's a ranged weapon attack, and I think from where it is, it would have disadvantage on that. So Okay, it is going to, instead of using its harpoon flinger, it kind of drops its crossbow into the, like, somewhere in the demon, in this vehicle, and it's going to use object interaction to kind of draw a short sword, and it attempts to whack at Lulu with this short sword across the vehicle. But misses. And it will... Oh, sorry. Did I... Yeah, okay. 2 attacks, only one of which can be... Okay, cool. So it's going to try to take another short sword attack at Lulu as well through the vehicle. And Lulu would have some cover as well, I think, where she's sitting. Or she's just a passenger. Anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, this rat is going to try to use its short sword to attack this infernal chicken. And misses. Okay, Luna.
Nice.
Alright. Out of position again. I'm just gonna move in close as I can get to maybe do some kind of action at some point, and that's it.
Alright. Okay, so this one here is like sitting in this, basically next to the driver, and it is like controlling these switches that are making this big, more like chomper thing on the front of the vehicle, kind of chomp up and down. But it... 5 feet. There's nothing that says one target specifically that it can't... Okay, so it is going to attempt to kind of... I'm just trying to like work out if, because this thing I imagine is like on the front of the vehicle, if it can like realistically use it to attack the Tormentor. But I mean, they're in melee range, so I don't see why not, aside from 0 points for this damage. Yeah, so I guess as this driver sort of tries to take control of this wheel and kind of like swings this demon grinder slightly over kind of in this direction, this guy tries to use these levers to control this big like chomping mouth, and it's going to try to take a chomp out of like one of the front wheels of your Tormentor. Yep. And that will hit. And it does 25 damage to the Tormentor, which is enough to destroy the Tormentor.
Oh no!
This is like kind of nice things.
So this thing just like chomps into the side of this Tormentor and just basically just chomps right through the wheel, just takes the wheel off.
No.
And the Tormentor is going to kind of spin out of control and like crash into the ground. But I don't think anything specifically will happen when that happens. I mean, yeah, I think we'll work this out when we get to Mahkah's turn, which is coming up pretty soon. Because I think it's driving, like, it's moving pretty quickly, so it is definitely going to crash. You know what, we'll just do it now. This thing just like spins out of control and kind of crashes into the ground, and so everyone is going to take some damage. Everyone give me a strength save.
Everyone's best.
Could
We're
it be
not
anything
vehicle.
else but strength?
I was gonna say it's too bad Mahkah can't do like a dex to try to control the vehicle, like when when your tire
At
blows,
least,
you know?
yeah, at least to guide it down safely.
Yeah, like I feel like when your
If I was hanging on the
tire
side, could I do
blows,
a
you get a
dex check
chance
to jump off?
Yeah.
If you... Yeah, Mahkah, go ahead and give me a dex save to see if you can do that.
Come on, Mahkah.
I thought that was your dex save for a second. I was like, no.
Okay. Although you do your best to control this
Try.
vehicle, this massive chomp in the wheel is enough to take it out. It goes pretty crazy. And so anyone under DC 15 will take, it's not very much, you're just going to take a 1d6 bludgeoning as you kind of come crashing in this. Oh, sorry, I'm wrong. Hold on. 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet the vehicle moved since its last turn.
So
Does anyone remember
1d6?
how much it moved since the last turn? Did it even?
I
it
don't
only moved like
think
a
it
little
moved
bit.
at all. Did you move it at all?
I moved slightly because
Oh,
I took an action to cast the spell.
I think
so
only
it just
moved
moved.
like
It
3 feet.
moved like the same amount as it had previously. Okay, I'm just going to say that I'll give you another 2 of these. So 12. 12 bludgeoning damage to anyone who failed a DC 15 strength save.
Oh, and after you lose.
And you'll come tumbling out of this machine. The problem now is if I add you, you're not going to be the same.
It was supposed to be a strength save, right? I forgot about my chicken. I have to make sure, see if my chicken survives. Okay, the chicken is definitely dead.
Okay.
Okay, chicken is dead.
Is that your familiar, Ethel?
Yeah.
Yeah, so having kind of had a look at these infernal chickens, Ethel and Alina both kind of conferred and discussed that they might be able to summon one of these creatures themselves, so they can now summon them as their fine familiars. Okay, so
Why did I get the roll concentration for what? Why did I get this?
Huh?
what do we got?
I get the.
Okay.
I
Do you
got
still
the.
have control of Ethel?
I think I
Yeah,
do.
Marcus
for last time.
does. Marcus still got control of Ethel.
I think almost everyone summoned that.
Okay, and I think hopefully this will work, even though I think these actors aren't the same ones as the ones in the tracker. We'll see how we go. Okay. So I'm going to say that you're all going to be kind of thrown forwards like this. You know, you just kind of end. Well, I mean, Ethel's probably kind of just like hit like her head like smack into the back of the front seat. Maybe Jean Lemore and Mahkah are kind of propelled outwards. Lulu is she's probably also taken some bludgeoning damage, but she's kind of around here. She'll have to climb out as well. Okay, Alina.
Wow. So much has happened in one round. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh,
Like, we had a vehicle, the vehicle's gone, the other one was on fire, the guy fell out of the front for some fucking reason. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
going to throw my shadow blade at this fucking ball and chain asshole who caused all this shit in the first place.
All right.
Ah, stupid guy.
man, I had a running pool for who crushes the vehicle first. I would have made some serious money.
Ugh. Great.
Which is
Back advantage.
That is a hit.
Fantastic.
All right. 7 damage.
It's a doozy.
Okay, it's not enough to kill it, but it's looking very severely wounded as it's just
Okay.
trying to sort of grip onto this swing ball and chain here.
I will bonus action pull it back.
Okay. All right, Mahkah.
Okay, so there's a creature outside. So there's a space inside the vehicle.
Yes, there's probably a couple of spare spaces inside this vehicle.
Mahkah wants to follow Ethel's past. He was very impressed.
The
He
only
wants
thing
to
is,
summon creatures.
okay, sweet.
God, sorry, conjure animals. 2 CR1s. I'm gonna put, if I can put both in there, I'll definitely put one in there because I saw.
Yes. So this is going to be because they're pretty big. So this
Okay.
this
Sorry,
thing
then-
will, I think. I'm not sure how this will work. I mean, I think if this thing like appears in this vehicle, it's just going to like.
Okay,
It's going to be a
let's
very
back it up a
small
little bit.
space for it to kind of do that. I think.
Sorry, just give me a minute. I just want to double check what the CR1 size is. Because I know these are medium-sized creatures, so I can do the.
Yeah, like a medium-sized
Downgrade
creature
it.
will definitely.
Okay, sorry.
How big was the
Like,
slide actually?
Like Alina
I
was
think it
saying,
said
a
medium
lot's
in there.
changed.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking, and I'm pretty sure it's medium.
Okay. This is going to be fun. Sorry, guys.
Ethel gives
Like,
Mahkah a
lot's
deeply concussed thumbs up.
Although, I will not lie, having a bunch of boars appear in the boar vehicle seems very funny at this point in time.
All right. What CR are you thinking?
The medium-sized one, which is sorry, I'm just gonna have a quick look. Is a black bear medium?
Yes.
Think so,
But they're
because
not-
that's why I
they're not-
needed a saddle to ride you.
They're not all medium though. They vary in size in the
Sorry.
CR half.
Sorry, give me a second.
They all vary in size. It looks to me like. Even the CR, even the 1/8 has like a large camel.
Okay, sorry.
I think a camel
I
is
would have done this
appropriate.
earlier.
You can like take the risk, but I think if it appears inside the vehicle and it's large, it will just kind of take up like a huge amount of the vehicle. I think it'll affect everyone, but it will also prevent the creature from doing much. I think I think I'd just have it cause, it'll just be what it is, like, and this thing is just like.
I'd say it'd be very hard to drive because there's a fucking rhino at the back of your friggin' seat, like shoving
Probably.
its horn up your ass.
It'll probably make it harder to drive.
All of a sudden, we just hear the kind of like the sounds of animal noises, and then all of a sudden, all the windows are blackened with black fur, and then there's just a whole bunch of just like muffled screams of pain as a lot of things are being crushed into there.
Yes. I don't see a problem with this.
Raven.
Okay. So I'm talking actually half CR, so and black bears.
So you can't actually choose which ones it is, but you can just pick the CR and you'll get like random creatures.
Okay. CR half.
Okay, and do you get 4?
And fill it.
Do you get 4?
Sorry, I'm just looking now. That sounds correct because CR1 you get 2.
For half or lower, yes.
Okay. Let's see what these are. So they're just all going to appear in this vehicle.
Look, I would say 2. 2 on the inside.
Okay.
Not jam them all in there. Fuck it.
Okay, I think I'll probably have this kill some of them and maybe also kill some of the. Well, fuck, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. All of them just appear in this thing.
Like, I definitely know someone's out.
Okay. 4, 5,
So,
6, 7. So I'm gonna say there's
Okay, go 2 in and 2
swarm of beetles.
Beetles.
There is a black bear. There
I love this fight
is
so much. Imagine you attack
a
some guys in the
crocodile.
desert.
Where-
and a
so-
bear appears
Crocodile.
in your
Where
car.
does the crocodile appear?
Okay. Well,
Can you-
the other 2 will be outside here.
Do you
because
actually
I
need
want
to? Can you actually just determine
that
where
CL?
each of them lands, or do you need to? Or do you need to
You
just
can.
kind of cast an area?
Sorry, I'll just.
Which is friendly to you?
It says
Which is-
appear in an unoccupied space that you can see within range.
Each of them? Okay. You summon face spirits that take the form of beasts and appear in unoccupied spaces that you can see within range. All right. And then the last one will be
There.
a giant wasp. Where was that?
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, beetle.
Ah, hello.
Okay.
And I'm just going to tell them to.
Is that
Just
your?
to make things more interesting.
Okay, so that you're just going to tell them all to attack.
All to attack.
Okay.
Unleash chaos.
Frenzy!
All right. So I'll add them to the initiative, and
Devil
when we
crocodile.
get to them, I'll give you control of them.
And I
It's
like
just
to
this
do.
issue again where it won't allow me to. Okay.
And I like to stand up.
Okay.
and some movement.
Mahkah just like gets up, rolls some invisible sleeves. Oh no! No! I'm not allowed to only be the one wrecking vehicles and just casts. Just goes a lot of beasts in there.
Okay, a little bit too much crosstalk during other people's turns, maybe. Lulu.
Sorry.
Who was controlling Lulu?
Yeah, me. Mahkah.
Oh, sweet.
I forgot. I was now. That's fine. Lulu will like to attack Tusk. That one there, if she can.
Okay, let me just see. Okay, yeah, I was going to do it on the driver's
I was
turn.
just trying to.
And she. So the thing about this creature as well is I'm a little bit. Yeah, okay. She can. Yeah, I mean, she's kind of like in this. I'm imagining her in this, still in this kind of passenger seat. She can kind of get up and try to lean out and. I mean, how is it that she has already attacked and is now getting to make a second? Or was that the
Lulu?
Lulu, I guess, hasn't. I feel like she
Lulu
already.
hasn't.
Oh, it was because it was a held action. Yeah. Okay, go for it.
Right.
And this is a help action was given by the chicken. I think this is, yeah, you can still do that with advantage. That's fine. Okay, 19 hits. Okay, it's not quite enough to kill it. As Lulu kind of scrambles up here, just in time to as these creatures go flying by on this vehicle, which is certainly taking a lot of time to occur. Leaps up and thrusts a tusk through this creature's arm as it's still kind of holding its arm out, having just killed the chicken. Anything else?
Sorry, that's all. Thanks.
Okay. All right. So the driver is going to. I'm going to say. So this wasp is probably. I don't know if it would be flying. I mean, it just appeared. And so it's kind of weird, the order of this, because of the way these vehicles are sort of driving. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this vehicle should already have been driving past at this point before you've, like, summoned these creatures. I'm going to say that this boar creature is able to kind of roll in this direction. He's prone, but he'll be able to get up. And he is going to run... I guess from here, he's going to kind of run past these creatures and try to attack Jean Lemore. So he misses, and he's going to also attempt to... Maybe he does this first. He kind of lowers his head as he runs at you and tries to get you with his tusks.
Ooh, wait. Question. If I'm prone, does he have disadvantage?
No advantage, actually.
Oh, damn it.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Fuck.
Okay, just kidding.
Wait,
What?
you
Yeah.
rolled it twice.
What happened?
You rolled it twice for the d20.
Oh, because he doesn't get advantage on the re-roll, does he?
Yeah.
So it's the one on the
No.
left. Okay, it would not be a critical hit, then it would only be 16.
Okay, okay.
I
Who
didn't
do you
even
give
roll.
the advantage to, by the way?
didn't even roll a crit.
Who's next?
Okay, so he does
Ethel?
12 slashing damage, Jean Lemore.
Eesh.
Ethel, you have advantage. Nice. Just as
And
heads up.
the attack that he made with his maul, I didn't give him an advantage on that. He's going to just take another little roll there just to see. Looks like he is able to hit you with his maul. With his mole.
This is what I thought you said.
I think I did. Okay. So he does another 11 damage. So he kind of rolls over, stands up, sees you there, kind of lowers his head and like tusks you and then just like whacks downwards at you with this maul. Okay, and now this vehicle is going to keep driving because he is not controlling it. So it is going to crash into the crocodile, basically. And let me see. Crushing wheels. Bear with me as I work out what's going to happen here.
Yeah, I think this is the hard part because he hasn't moved 5. You know what I mean? There's no. I'm just thinking.
So the direction, so
Preach.
the distance that it moved before is, I'm going to say, like approximately, you know, it was like approximately like probably 60 feet, something like that, 65 feet maybe. So it will need to move another 65 feet basically. So maybe I'll do that first so we can kind of like see what that looks like. It was kind of coming around here, so I do think it can do this. 2, 3, so it's going to need to move 65 feet. Or maybe it was 70 feet. I can't remember if anyone remembers the exact movement that it did before.
It was on the square up there, right?
Yeah.
So it was 65.
Because it was from here, right? But I gave it a little bit of, 65. Okay, 65 is fine.
And when does it move? Like when would have the tormentor moved to?
So it's like smashed on the ground, so it's not able to.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to understand the vehicle movement, like the momentum part of it. Like when, like, do they continue to move at the start of the turn?
I just went just for ease that I just decided that I would do it on the original driver's turn. But
Okay,
otherwise, like if the driver
I'm just
changed
curious.
or if there was no, like if the driver died,
Like
maybe
if
I'd
there's
give
a
it just-
gas pedal, right? It would have slowed. The momentum would have slowed when he was thrown out
no,
of
apparently
the
it
vehicle.
just keeps going if there's no driver. Yeah, it just keeps going.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking like normal vehicle, right? Like you take your foot off the pedal and it
Yeah,
slows,
no,
starts
in
to
this
like
case,
lose
I think
momentum.
it's just like on like.
No, these are infernal war machines. They don't think about safety. Are you kidding?
No.
Also,
Okay, so sorry.
how does it work with op attacks? Like
Okay, so I'll get there in a minute. Let me just do one thing at a time. So firstly, it's going to drive over this crocodile. So this is going to do these crushing wheels. Moves through the space of a large or smaller creature. This is a large creature. So give me a dex save, DC 11 dex save for the crocodile.
Now,
I'll give you control over the crocodile.
couple of questions. Does it need to be like, because I was reading about the tormentor and it says if you move 5 feet, then you can use this attack. Is that the same with that vehicle, or is it just straight out?
This isn't an attack, it's just a feature.
Oh,
It's not an action, it's just driving over this. It just keeps driving.
Cool. And a crocodile's pretty flat. Anyway.
True.
And like, sorry, what was it? Dex save?
Just a dex save.
Strength. Dex save.
Okay, nice. Bludgeoning damage, trait can't be used, and so it doesn't look like it takes half damage or anything. Or it will take knock prone. Okay, so it looks like it is able to kind of roll out of the way as this thing sort of just goes like rolling just by.
Rolling.
And okay, I think that is all it can do there. It's not going to crash into anything. So, okay, how does it work with op attacks? It can. There would need to be a driver in order for it to use a bonus action to make the take the disengage action. So it will have. Yes, it will be able to take op attacks from any creature that was in range of it. So I would say Lulu, the wasp, and the crocodile can all take an op attack.
And is it against the people in the vehicle, the passengers, or is it? I was just trying to work out dynamic.
I'm going to say
like
if you
two along one side.
I'm going to say if you were in range of one of the creatures, then you can choose.
So only of one of the creatures. Okay, no problem. So I had Lulu would attack the one at the rear.
Okay.
Of that vehicle.
Okay, that is a hit, and Lulu is able to kill that one.
Ooh,
She just tusks it and like just pulls the were-rat out the back of this vehicle. So like the vehicle keeps on like flying by, but it doesn't like move. It's just stuck in the air.
In there?
Yeah.
Too good. Lulu does like a shrug and it just like slides off the tusks.
All right, I think you should be able to control the giant wasp as well. I
Yeah.
hope.
So the crocodile and the wasp will attack the other passenger
Okay.
at the front. Well,
All right.
towards us. Sorry, I've got a lot of pop-ups at the moment as well. With the sting. Now I'll just have to read piercing.
Okay, 19 hits.
And it also needs to make a check because there's a poison component.
Okay, maybe just give me the damage first. Does it just take some
Okay.
damage automatically? Piercing damage, yeah.
Oh, some of it was, I think, that poison. It was all.
Ah, bloody hell. Okay, so it's just
So,
going to take
it's
2
only
damage.
2. Yeah,
Alright.
yep. And
And
11
then
if it fails.
Okay, looks like it passes.
That's good. And a crocodile to attack the same creature as well.
Okay. That hits. So it just like,
Oh, shit,
after
sorry,
it
yeah.
rolls out of the way, just like reaches up and just snaps at this thing.
And it also needs to make a DC check to see, because it bites and grapples. If it escapes its grapple.
Shit. Okay.
DC
Oh no,
12.
sorry. I think it just automatically grapples. On
Damage
feet,
and
piercing
target
damage,
is-
and the target is
Oh.
grappled. Okay,
Oh, that's so cool.
Rain too.
so
Come with
it
me.
also is like pulled out of the vehicle.
Get over here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think, like, because this vehicle moving and like pulling the creature out of the grapple, I'm just thinking, would it pull? Because I think actually, I feel like maybe, yeah, I'm not exactly sure here, but I think I think I just like I like the occurrence of the crocodile just reaching up and like snapping onto this thing's arm and like pulling out of the vehicle. So we'll say that's fine. Okay. Ethel.
Nice. I'm prone, right? So I'm gonna stand up.
Yeah, you would be prone, and it would also take half of your movement to get out of the vehicle.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. So am I kind of stuck where I am?
Yeah, I think so.
Ah, great. Well, that changes things.
Sorry.
Darn.
But you can sit up in the vehicle and like cast the spell from there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. What is the current trajectory of the Devil's Ride vehicle? Is it going to be continuing in my direction?
I guess you can see that it has kind of gone like this.
I pretty much Tokyo drifted it around the battlefield.
Because, well, okay, so maybe you guys can help me because you know the rules better than I do. I was gonna just cast haste on Kenway, so if I hold my action for when he's in range for that, does that work?
Yes.
Cool, I'll do that. It's 30 feet, so I think. Well, one second. Let me check what. Because I'm real close. I thought I was gonna be able to stand up and walk. Oh, that's 35 feet. He might not come in range. If he's just going straight towards it. Oh, this is confusing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're not 100% sure where he's going to go. There's no way for
Yeah.
you to know for sure. You can only see that he's kind of spinning around like in that direction.
Darn. I guess maybe instead of that, because I don't want to just waste my turn in a 3rd level spell, I'm just gonna cast magic missile on the big guy,
Okay.
but at a 3rd level.
Okay.
And then also make my way out of the vehicle. So like stand up from prone and use the rest of my movement to just get out of there. Wow, 2 damage. I mean, that's nice.
And it's at a 3rd level, right? So it's 5 darts, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So 10 damage.
That's cantrip damage right there. Nice.
All right. But you just kind of stand up out of this vehicle and just point at this creature and just send several magic missiles directly into its chest as it's like trying to smash it on the ground. Kind of just pushes it back a little bit while it's like going in for a second one. Anything else?
Also, Adrian, sorry.
Yep.
If you can add the black bear to the tracker.
Oh, where the? It's
are they
still in
fixed
here. Did I add the swarm of beetles?
Beetles are in there. Yes.
Okay,
Obviously,
sweet. Oh, yeah.
beetles, yeah.
I'll roll the black bear. And these things are just medium, so they're fine to just kind of be in there. These beetles are just like climbing all around the seats and everything, and this bear is just like in this back seat, just like turning around. This guy on this like swinging like ball and chain, just like its eyes widen. Okay, Kensei.
So I'm going to continue my action to drive, and I guess continuing on the momentum that I have going for, I'm just going to keep going around. Or maybe like I'm gonna, like try not to do any sharp L's. Just kind of like oop, there you go. Yeah, I think like trying to avoid this.
That seems reasonable. I don't know. I'm just kind of like going off like the feel of whether or not I feel like you can do that without it requiring any sort of like, I don't know, particular skill.
So we'll just, we'll just kind of like, I think because that's like...
You can do another 15, I think.
Yeah, I am perfectly content. I don't want to go any too farther out here because I don't want to fuck myself by separating me and the rest of the party too far. And I just want to keep getting like side of these things. I don't want to get anywhere near this thing because I know the wrecking ball or the other thing could fuck up this bike. I don't want to fuck that bike. I like this bike. I want to keep it.
Yeah, that machine went down a lot quicker than I expected.
I think it was because we did not have that vehicle did not have the AC enough to take on this Tonka truck of a vehicle.
Yeah,
I don't think I have anything else I could do. Like, I guess for the lulz, bonus action.
Are you gonna do like a jump or something?
Get out there, cold man!
Oh shit!
Where's the cold man at?
All right.
That's it.
Okay, cold man in the combat tracker.
Oh, you don't have to worry about the combat tracker for the cold man.
Yeah,
It
it just goes after you.
Or it just goes on me.
Okay, sweet. Okay, cool. So you can use it straight away.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool.
That's it.
All right. This creature that is swinging this thing around is going to let go of the big wrecking ball, try to turn around and try to smash at this. Sees all this this swarm of beetles everywhere, but it's just going to take a swing at the most obvious target, which is this black bear. Looks like it hits.
Yep.
For 10 bludgeoning. And is also going to attempt to tusk this thing. Also hits. For 14 damage, so it's able to kill this black bear. It just kind of clambers forwards off this thing and just goes like, and just tries to like, just goes like ape shit at this black bear, and manages to just like maul it and just smash it and kill it. Okay. Jean Lamont.
Is the screamer still working?
I
feel like it operates based on this crank that makes it
Yes.
feel pain.
It's a good question, but I don't think that rules is intended if the vehicle has gone down that you would still be able to use the weapon. I'm thinking this weapon is kind of like half buried in this dirt and has kind of, it's sort of on the front of this vehicle. It's probably been like smashed by this crash as well. So I'm thinking no, it's no longer working.
All right, so very good.
I'm sorry.
I want to destroy this guy. I'm going to shatter him. I'm going to full on shatter him. Ooh, I could get 2 of them. But then it would... okay.
Okay. So, alright, so it'll just hit this guy that's trying to attack you. So you sort of like roll over and just like reach up and, oh no, you're using it. You try to roll over and pull out this loot and just... Okay. Con save. Nice.
Hey!
Okay, 14
Die,
damage.
goddammit, die!
What kind of damage is it? Thunder damage? Thunder damage.
Thunder.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah, so you just like, this creature has just been like pushed backwards a little bit by Ethel's magic missiles, and you just roll over and just strum this incredibly loud, violent noise just directly in this thing's face, and like it just like pops like both of its eardrums, like all this like blood comes out of its head. One of its eyes also is just like destroyed. It's like but it keeps coming at you though, and you're still prone as well.
Can I crawl away?
Yes. Yeah, you can do that. 5, 10, 15. But it will take an op attack at you when you do that. Oh, I think you might have frozen, or I didn't hear what you said. Okay. All right. It swings at you after it kind of shakes its head and sees you crawling away.
Oh my god!
You still have to reaction.
How are you now today?
I do have a reaction, but I'm not able to use spells.
Oh. Yeah. I thought you could do a leveled spell as your reaction.
Yeah, you can do that. It's only if you try. It's only a bonus action that you can't.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I'm so bad. I keep on forgetting that.
That's really hard to remember.
Okay.
It's like specifically the bonus action. It's not actually. Yeah. All right. Silvery barbs. Okay. It will attempt to make a second. Well, not a second, but it'll reattempt. Nice.
Oh! Thank you. Thank you, friend. I will give it to you, Kensei.
Good. I might need it for what's coming next.
Okay.
Oh no.
Crocodile.
Do another sharp L.
No. I swear to God, you're gonna get a foot to the back of the head. What the
I'm not the one that crashed the vehicle first, so I'm actually happy about the session. Oh, this is great. All right.
Angelo, crocodile.
Oh, crocodile. He's gonna bite down on that guy. Continue to attack.
Okay.
Bite.
Okay, that's a hit. Nice. Kills him.
Yeah.
Just
And-
tears off the arm and like the full like half side of this creature's torso just this rat just like cries out, but its cry is like halted as its like whole mouth and throat and everything is just filled with blood, dies almost instantly. All right. Okay. All right. So this boar-headed wereboar creature that has taken control of this vehicle, or sort of manages to get control now, and is going to attempt to swing the vehicle around. It can move 100 feet. So, let me see. How's it going to do this? It's going to kind of go like this, I think.
Does it have to? Did you say it's turning it around?
No, it's just kind of
okay,
like,
sorry.
yeah. And at the helm, I think it can use a bonus action to take the dash action. Yes. So it's going to dash, and it will kind of continue to go around this rock and head back in this direction. The whole time with this like swarm of beetles crawling around in here, and this dead black bear, its head like sticking out the window, just like like in the wind. Okay, Luna.
Yes, help action on this boar dude, and then just move back to that position.
Okay. All right. This creature's not going to be able to do much from down here. But maybe it is going to... Let me see. Yeah, it's going to try to reach over, scramble through here, and like climb towards one of these harpoon flingers. Take that station. Okay, giant wasp.
Giant wasp. Okay, continue to attack. Sting, sting.
21 hits.
Okay. Alright, some of it's again is poison. And damage. So it's 3 from the stinger.
And then looks like it passes. So just 3 damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Swarm of beetles. Now, I'm learning a lot of new features. So they're actually going to use their swarm feature, hence,
Okay.
and just engulf the guy at the rear,
Okay.
all over him, and attack, and bite him 1,000 bites.
Boys, we got an infestation!
11 hits.
Oh,
Yeah, this is a bit of a berserker of a creature. It's not even wearing any armor.
Whoa.
It's been spraying its mouth with chrome just before this battle. 16. All of these beetles just overwhelm this boar and just bite it and just inject poison into it and just crawl down its throat and like eat into its eyes and take it out. It dies, still kind of clinging onto this ball and chain, which just begins like swinging around wildly as this thing's like driving.
I could just see the hands left on there. Everything else is like developed. It's just like hands.
All right, Alina.
Excellent. I will. Oh, shit. That means. Hang on. Checking. Oh, no, that one's too far. Okay. I'm going to hold my throw action for if if I get in range of one of those, because I think I'm too far from everything. Oh, can I think never mind. I'm in range of this guy, so I'm gonna throw it at that guy instead.
All right.
I wasn't sure. I didn't think I was close. This map is very deceiving. It seems much further than it actually is. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
Yes. Yes. Yes!
You won!
I'm excited.
Oh, these werebores have a feature that I wasn't paying attention to. Oh, it's all right. I don't think you've killed any other werebores. All right.
I haven't killed anything yet.
Well, maybe you'll get your chance.
Please?
You'll probably kill the boss anyway. Oh, this is the boss. Okay, so that's just the regular damage, is it? Not the sneak? Okay, 26. Okay, it's looking pretty bloodied as this blade just strikes it like dead in the center of its back.
Yeah, I'll bonus action and pull it back.
Okay.
And
you can give me the... Oh, sorry, that was the sneak. So the 15 is the other... Okay, sweet. So
yeah, sorry. I was excited.
That's all right. No, I wasn't paying attention either. That's why I wasn't sure.
I was just trying to decide. Yep. I think that's all I can do.
All right. So this like glowing blade is just sticking out of its back. All this blood is pouring down its back, and then you just like draw the blade back. It like kind of disappears and reforms in your hand.
Yeah.
This creature's just going like trying to like reach its back, and it's not feeling anything. But it kind of turns in your direction as you yell, "Finish him!" Mahkah.
Mahkah wants to cast Sacred Flame on him.
All right.
Feel the right hand of Torm.
I was fist bumping in the air while I yelled, "Finish him!"
Nice.
Air fist bump. Let's go.
All right. He cops an ethereal gauntleted fist to the face.
4.
He's just taking a fucking beating from like every angle. Okay, 4 damage. He's okay. Well, he's not okay, but he's not dead. Anything else?
Oh no, sorry, intern.
Okay, Lulu. Also, Angelo. Lulu is controlling like.
What's that?
Oh, sorry, Angelo is controlling like every.
Oh no, I feel like
like 6 creatures or something like.
I'm gonna just move Lulu to the back just to take cover. I know she's hurt. So she'll just hold an action, a task.
Okay.
And then turn.
Yeah, I mean, if she actually like fly, oh yeah, she wouldn't be able to hide because I mean, this creature's going to kind of see her go around there. But yeah, she can certainly sort of fly below this tormentor and take cover behind there. All right. This guy knows that he's fucked, but there's not much he can do. If I have to go down, I'll take one of you with me. Raggadragga never turned away from a fight. He's going to try to tusk this giant wasp.
Oh no, our best friend the wasp.
Oh,
Don't go after it.
the most dangerous creature there. Good job, tough guy.
Does 10 damage to the wasp.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot the wasp sheet somewhere.
And he'll follow up with the maul attack. Try to finish this wasp off if he can. Doesn't look like he. Oh, maybe he can.
Sorry, I forgot what it is.
Okay,
It's 12.
He kills the wasp.
Wasp's down.
Yeah, wasp is down. Wasp down. Okay, and then he is going to run around this crocodile to here. Or even to here. Just so he has options. Okay, Ethel. Also, it's easier for you guys to kill. I don't know which one it'll be.
What are you doing over here? I stay away from all the people in the fights. I'm going to. I think I can mind spike him just fine because it's a wisdom save, so it doesn't have any problems with that.
Okay. This is Raggadragga, I take it.
Yeah.
Right.
The guy who is too close to me. He's in my personal bubble.
He fails.
Good. That's such a... Wow, my damage has been bad today.
Okay. 5 psychic. Okay. He's doing okay. He's already got, like, burst eardrums, bleeding eye. He barely flinches as this psychic damage goes into his brain. But he's already looking as displeased as he can get. Anything else?
I don't think so because I don't want him to hit me, so I will stay where I am.
Okay. Kensei.
Okay. I'm gonna try to. So I'm gonna try to do something. So one is helming at the very least, and the other one, from what I can roughly see, I don't know. We're just gonna continue driving, but I'm gonna try to do something that's funny. So we are going to continue helming and continue drifting forward. We're gonna do a little drive-by. And at this point, I'm gonna use a bonus action to resummon the cold man. Can I just... Hold on, not there.
You can summon it in the vehicle, if that was your...
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just place him right in there.
There's plenty of space in there now. There's a couple of corpses, a dead black bear hanging out the window.
As he continues driving around. As I continue to do so, I saw something, but I want to know, does doing a stunt actually do anything apart from looking cool?
As far as I can tell, no. I don't think so. I was looking at this before.
I'm just checking.
I mean, it's just a feature, actually. You don't even... Oh, just... Okay, so it costs 10 feet of movement.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you can just do that if you want to.
You know what? I have nothing else I can do. I want to look cool driving off into the edge of the combat. I'll do it. I have the thing from the previous advantage stuff, but let's just... If we die, we die. We'll join the rest of the party on the ground.
We're just so far into this to have it. If we die, we die. Definitely, you know.
We can walk back to town. We can walk back. We've only moved like...
Nice. The stunt is successful. So what do you actually do? Just like
I
a
just
wheelie?
sort of like pull up a wheelie and
Alina falls off the back.
I am holding on to his horns. Like, you motherfucker.
he's screaming, I'm laughing, they're confused as fuck as a spectral entity. It's a good day. That's it.
Alright. Jean Lemore, you're crawling away from this creature which has like run after you.
I probably should have stood up at some point, hey. How like terrifyingly like dangerous do these ruins look? Could I stand on top of it, or is it too precarious?
Yeah, you can basically get up there just for half of your movement. That's fine. Oh, you won't be able to do it because you're prone.
No, well, I would like to cast Misty Step.
Okay.
Get onto like the other side of this thing, but I like am slightly elevated so I can still see him.
But you're still prone, so you like disappear from the ground and just appear like lying on the top of this wreckage.
I don't use my legs unless I have to.
Oh, I think actually because you're prone from where you are, you won't be able to see him.
Okay, I'll stand up then.
Although then you wouldn't be able to Misty Step there.
Why not?
Well, because if you can't see it from where you were.
Oh, okay. Can I stand up and then Misty Step?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you have to use your legs. I'm sorry to tell you.
The things I must do like a peasant. And I would like to viciously mock him.
Okay.
Like the stinky peasant you are. Take that.
More psychic damage. Big vein like pops on his forehead.
Finish him, Mahkah.
I'm not a peasant. I'm a bounty hunter, and I will die as a bounty hunter. Okay, crocodile.
Before he finishes that sentence, Mr. Snappy wants to snap at his head.
All right, Mr. Snappy.
There's Mr. Snappy.
Misses.
Mr. Snappy.
Oh my god.
Oh
He's not
no!
gonna die, this guy.
Raggadragga kind of like leans, puts his head in his hands because of this exploded vein, and as a result, the crocodile just sort of just misses.
Head turn.
All right. Schnee, schnow, schnappy.
That was what I was thinking.
Okay, all right. This is actually the driver. Maybe I'll just... This is confusing. And it's still just heading in this direction, so I guess it's just going to kind of keep going like this. But it's only going to move to... Actually, it's like he kind of lowers... kind of puts his foot on the brake a bit, slows it down, changes gear, whatever you do when you're driving things. Okay, Luna.
Help action on this guy
Okay.
again.
Get out of my face! Oh. Okay. This, all right, nice. This guy is going to attempt to swing the harpoon flinger around and fire at Alina, because Alina's on the... Oh no, wait, this bike is... Which way is it going? It is going that way.
this
Yes,
way.
at Alina. So... I think that's a miss. Your AC is not that low, right?
No, that's pretty good now.
Sweet.
It's 18.
Okay, cool. All right, swarm of beetles.
The swarm's gonna like scurry across to that guy that just fired a harpoon slinger, swarm him.
All right.
Damn you.
They've already had their fill. They can certainly climb up all over him. He's like trying to shake them off and shit. Some of them are going down on the ground, getting like squashed by the wheels. Okay, Lena.
I'm kind of like, when you're standing on the back of the back of a bicycle, and there's like those pegs that you
Yep.
stand on, and like when you like bounce, it like kind of bounces. I'm kind of like, I'm so mad you took me away from the boss because I wanted to kill him. I'm too far. Now I have to stick to this stupid asshole that's driving. So I'm gonna throw.
Fine,
throw my
next time you
blade.
drive.
Just so mad. Okay. I'm gonna throw my blade at the guy in the front. Great. Attack.
Yep.
Okay.
Certainly hits. All right, 9 damage. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, 15 damage is... Oh, it's not quite enough to kill him. But he's looking severely bloodied.
Bonus action, pull it back.
Alright. Okay, Mahkah.
Mahkah. Moon touched scimitar
Scimitar.
to the face.
Simmer to the face! With advantage, if you want to crit
Yeah.
fish. but it hits though. Alright. 4
If we can do-
slashing.
Deal more than 4 damage each.
It's like when I do melee damage and it's like 25, and then it's like 4.
And as he's just like screaming and carrying on, you feel like because of just this kind of berserker rage that he's in, like that this kind of slash that you do with this scimitar, it doesn't sort of affect him as much as you would hope. Lulu.
Oh. Lulu's gonna say, "Fuck you guys! I'm coming in with my tusks." Sorry, I know you do Lulu voices, but I have to do.
Lulu just got so vulgar.
8 misses.
Oh my god.
Sorry, guys.
He's never gonna die.
She does get excited by battle. It fits. It fits. Okay. All right. He's going to take a swing at Mahkah though. Actually, wait. He'll do the tusk first. I feel like that just kind of makes sense narratively. Looks like he hits for 9 damage and give me a con save. Will be cursed by wereball lycanthropy.
What the?
Interesting. Okay, and then he's gonna try to hit you with this big warhammer looking thing. Whoa.
Cool.
What were you gonna ask?
I'll just go do a concentration check on the animals as well.
Okay, sweet.
Do we do that now or
Yeah,
later?
yeah, maybe go ahead and do that.
This is what happens when I don't sit outside your house in my little van hacking all your rolls. You've gotten like 20 crits today.
Okay, so the animals disappear. You lose concentration on them. Who did that?
I would raise my hand, but you can't see it.
Alright, and he also is gonna crit with this maul. Okay, 15 damage, 15 bludgeoning against Mahkah.
Could be worse.
Alright, Ethel. You're just watching this all go on from the window.
I just, he's still alive, and that's so surprising. I really just. How hurt's he looking?
He's looking very hurt. There's cuts all over and blood pouring out of his back and his face, and
Oh, sorry, I've done it twice.
very bloodied.
I was just like, I don't know if I've ever attacked with my quarterstaff. Considering it in this moment, because I've rolled so bad on all the spell stuff, I just don't want to. I'll attack with my quarterstaff out the squished window. I actually do think I am out of the vehicle at this point, but
I like the idea that you're just like this old lady, like with like a cane, like leaning out the window, just going like,
yeah, I got 20.
nice. 20 definitely hits.
Get out of here!
You've been a very naughty boy.
Already.
Okay, that only does 1 bludgeoning damage because he's resistant.
Oh my god!
But he's like, ow!
Take me around!
All right, Kensei.
So, continuing on my game plan because I'm not paying attention at all to what I'm seeing over there. I'm sorry. I'm going to. All right. So, do I have to? All right. I'm going.
So like, yeah, you were like headed in this direction.
Yeah. So I have to keep going. So I guess we will.
But you can just do like,
Yeah.
don't worry too much about the edge of the map.
You know what? Well, keep going in this direction, but as I go, I'm just going to use another fireball on the ship, on this vessel.
Okay.
fuck the cold. Well, cold one will be affected, but I'm just going around, just going to be like, fine, just quit your necking. I got this. Just turns around, leans back, points the shield, fire again.
Wait, so the shield can definitely do another one, right? By the way, make sure you use the shield's. Let me have a quick look so I know what I'm talking about. The shield in your inventory has its own thing that will keep track of how many. Yeah. So make sure you just click the shield. So what does it use? One of its charges? Okay, sweet. I'll just do that for you.
Yep.
Just that way we can keep track. Okay. Fireball. Right. Okay. Couple of dex saves.
Oh, let me roll damage for it, of course. That would help.
Fail. Okay, 24 will kill this one. And not quite this one, though.
Well, they lost another driver.
Oh, yeah. He just goes up in flames. His head just like hits the wheel. Just burns in this stationary position.
So yeah, the thing is gonna. Sorry, Alina. The thing is gonna keep going in this direction, I guess, as well. And the cold man's gone, by the way. I'm too far away from him.
Oh yeah, so he just disappears?
Yeah, he's gone.
Okay.
As I
And
drag Alina away from everything possible.
it's hard to remember how far you went before, but we'll just say that's fine. It doesn't matter too much.
Let's just say it's going to be a while before we get back into combat. With
Okay,
everything going on.
Jean Lemore.
All right. I'm gonna curse this asshole with a bit of fairy fire.
All right. Passes.
Damn it! All right. I'm gonna yell at him. Screw you. My end of turn.
Okay. Luna.
Help action to maybe help somebody bonk his ass. Please.
Okay. This boar is going to quickly jump off the. I'm basically like, I don't know if this is what it says, but I've basically been running this like if you want to change position, it's going to kind of take you like an action to do that. So he's going to try to get into the driver's seat. Which will take his action. But he won't be in the driver's seat yet. And seeing as there is no other driver, I guess I'll just do this now. This thing is going in this kind of direction. So it's just going to keep going in that direction. I really need to keep track of like how far they moved, because I have no fucking idea. He like kind of came... Oh, didn't he like dash?
Yeah, he moved a lot.
But I don't know if it would move at a dash, because it can't really do that. He can't take the dash action. But I think I'm going to just... He's going to move 100 feet in this direction. I think it's 100 feet. Yeah. All right, Alina. Out of range again.
Yeah. Just debating on...
If I want to kill Kenway and take the driver's seat away from him, well, the only one's in range. Well,
I'm thinking about just checking some ranges on a few things. Where is it? I may have one option, but it just depends on...
Well, you're sitting on the back of the bike. You don't have much time to think. You got to just make a decision.
Sorry, no, I know.
Otherwise-
I was thinking. I have a plan. I just needed to know if I was going to be in range if I did it. Okay. I would like to attempt to backflip off the bike.
Okay. Give me a acrobatics check. This bike is like moving pretty fast. Backflip off the bike. It's not going to be... It's going to be a little bit difficult.
Okay.
Go for it.
Oh, I didn't mean to roll advantage.
I'm going to say probably DC 18. Okay. You fall prone, and you're going to take some damage. because this bike is moving, I'm going to give you the same amount of damage that I gave them before, because I don't know how fast it's moving. So you're going to take 3d6 damage, and you land prone. So 10 bludgeoning.
Okay. That's fine. All right. God
Okay,
damn it,
so you
Kensei.
lose the Shadow Blade. Okay.
You have ruined my plans. How many beat 300? Okay, I'm gonna use half my action to get up,
Okay.
or my movement.
So the backflip
And-
was a jump, I'm thinking, so you would have used some of your movement already to do that.
Okay, I have 40, so
Yeah, I'll just say that you moved like... you probably just moved 5 feet. That's fine.
okay. So I still have a bit left. Can I
15 more. If you
15,
stand up.
okay. Okay. That's 5, 10, 15. Can I see the boss from here? I know it's going to be hard, but I want to
Yeah,
try.
like just. But
Okay.
it'll be difficult to hit him with anything.
I
But yeah,
still
you
want
can
to
try.
try. Okay. I'm going to pull out my short bow and fire my short bow at him.
Okay. So 24, so 320 is the maximum range, which that'll definitely be able to reach, right? 320.
Mm-hmm. I was only at
80
like
being-
100 and some.
Okay, so just give me another roll. It'll need to be at disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, come on.
Okay. Unfortunately not. It just goes like flying like way wide, like over here. Gets like caught up in the wind. And
I'm-
just make sure you remove the prone condition as well, just so we
Oh,
remember.
yes. Thank you. Okay. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to dash.
Okay.
And I can go 80 feet.
80 feet. So,
Because
because
it's
you're
mobile.
using your regular dash, and then you're also using your feature to dash. Is that the deal? Or does mobile just let you?
So,
Where am I? Where's mobile? That
Because my
increases your speed
bonus-
by 10 feet. Opportunity attacks. Okay, so you're using so you got to use your bonus action to dash. So how
Yes.
exactly are you moving 80 instead of 40? That's what I've probably forgotten something.
Isn't 40 my normal movement speed?
Yes,
Like
but
if you
already
dash, don't you go double it?
yeah, but you already moved your full movement speed to get where you were. So your dash just adds an extra 40, not an extra 80.
Yeah, it's dashing. You just move your movement speed again. It doesn't double the movement speed.
Oh, okay, okay. It's been a while since I've dashed anywhere.
It's all right. Okay. All right, Mahkah.
Okay. Mahkah will like to wild shape into a warhorse. See a half.
Okay. Warhorse.
Ooh. And then he'll like to follow up with just the biggest horse kick to the chest of his beast.
That's awesome. With advantage.
Oh, and also, by the way, you notice when Mahkah wild shapes that Alina bears that saddle that she made when she wanted to ride Mahkah Bear is actually on his back.
Side note, would I have advantage on that attack? It would have just been a flat roll.
You're right. You would have had advantage on that. Would have just been a flat roll.
So my first roll would have hit.
Yes, that's correct. Yes. Sorry about that. I forgot that he
Sorry.
had help action on him.
It's so small.
Okay, yeah, so give me the damage, and then Mahkah, you'll have to roll without advantage. Okay, 5.
Do I get sneak on short
No.
bows?
Oh,
Okay,
wait, so you're not using advantage, but he is in... But there are other allies around him, right? So yeah,
Yes.
yes. Go for it. You might kill him, actually, before Mahkah
I was
gets
gonna
to...
say, yeah.
I'm sorry.
He's not quite dead. All
Are
right.
you just saying that?
No. You can
Fucking
watch
kill
on the
him before
recording.
Alina gets her turn again.
He had 16 hit points. You did 15. He's on 1 hit point.
Oh,
5 plus
Guys, that's-
15.
Mark is still wild shaping into a horse, and you still see the saddle on there, and he's going for like a hoof attack.
Come on.
Come on, get there.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
25 damage will definitely.
Oh no, that's the attack.
Oh, sorry, that's the attack.
It's gonna be more than. It's gonna be 1. I'm gonna roll the damage anyway.
Okay, but it'll need to be more than 14 to kill him. Okay, nice. You kill him. So you just
So he
like,
just
yeah. How does he die?
yeah. So he just on his front legs kicks out with his back legs into his chest, straight into the HS Tormentor, and just like impales himself on a piece of metal that might be like sticking out, like maybe the front axle.
Awesome.
Like he's a new tire for the front axle.
Nice. And he continues like trying to struggle for a moment,
Yeah.
coughing up all this blood, and then just goes limp, like hanging off this axle, sticking straight through his chest. Okay. Lulu.
Oh, sorry, that's me again. Okay, we've got that guy there. Lulu will like to fly up on top of the Tormentor.
What remains of it?
What remains of it, like perch up there and just hold action with the tusk.
Okay. What's the
If
trigger condition?
the creature becomes within range, just a tusk.
All right, Ethel.
All right. I'm going to one second. Let me just double check the range of this. This map is deceptive. I thought, I was worried that this wasn't within 60 feet. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's probably. I mean,
Spectre
it actually
guy.
is a much smaller map that I enlarged significantly. So maybe it kind of like has the look of like a smaller map, perhaps. On a way,
I
because
don't
you're
know,
thinking
but I
it would
was just
be
like, ooh,
a
that might not
longer
reach.
distance. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but that definitely reaches. Okay,
Mass
let's do a
hallucination.
wisdom save.
Okay, wisdom save. Fails.
Fails. He's gonna take some damage.
Okay, 11 psychic damage. Not enough to kill him.
Well, I also know where he is for the rest of the day or something like that. So that's so helpful.
All right. Kensei.
So action, drive. Rest of the turn, I'm just
Just turn
get
around.
back into the
Just
map.
turn around. Just turn directly around. Fuck it.
Yep,
At this point, you're at the edge of the map.
yep. So it's like see, we're
Just ride Alina down.
just like drive. So when she like fell off, I because no cross stuck, I just kind of like pictured Kenway just looked over, just give a gentle smile and just turned back and just drove and just continues to drive back now. Now going back into the combat.
I think
I'll
Alina's
say
just
that's
giving
the
you the
move.
finger as you drive by.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just say that's just the rest of the movement from dashing and turning around. I just was used just to turn the fuck around without doing a check.
All right.
Oh.
So that was probably 120 feet. Okay, Jean Lemore.
The more will. And okay, use a bonus action. Oh, sorry. We'll use a. Ooh, sorry. Use bardic inspo to speak some unsettling words.
Okay.
Oh. Oh man, this is the worst. And well, I was just gonna do another fairy fire on that guy. Huzzah!
Fairy fire. Okay. Dex save -1. Nice. Fairy
goody.
fired. Regal gold. Okay. Anything else?
No.
All right, Luna.
Help action on this dude. I think I make it. Yes. And then she'll go this way.
All right. Okay. Let me see. He is going to, at this point, yeah, he's going to kind of head in this direction. 70, 80. Tries to like dodge out of the way of this patch. Or like, yeah, he's going to kind of head in this direction. And let me see. Okay, he is trying to get away at this point. I'm just thinking if we should play this out as he tries to like drive off into the distance. Yeah, we'll see if we'll see what happens. Okay, Alina.
I'm going to move up just a bit just to be sure. What is this black stuff?
You're not sure. It just looks like, yeah, some kind of black sludge or something that's like mixed in with the rock and the sand.
Okay, I'm gonna just avoid it. Okay, and then fire my short bow at the guy trying to get away.
Okay.
If I figure out how to open my sheet again. Yes.
So it'll be a flat roll again. But let me see, from where you are, can you even see him? Yeah, I guess so. Just. Okay, 22 will hit. 22 hits. You managed to just hit him. That's like a very difficult shot, though. He's also like on this. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna say he has full cover at this point. He's on the helm. You're unable to see easily like past this wreckage of the Tormentor and the Warhorse. He's got like 3/4 cover anyway, I think, because of this helm. Yeah, he's got full cover, I think.
Okay. I can't do anything then.
I mean, I'll say that you can probably take another action, because I think you would be able to know that you couldn't even see him at all. So if you do want to change what you're going to do, I think that's okay.
I still think I don't have anything. Like, that's the furthest ranged thing I have.
Yep.
So if I can't hit him with that, I'm pretty well eager. Yeah.
Okay. Mahkah.
Mahkah wants to. Sorry, my bad. I just realized that JL was up there. Is Ethel on the Tormentor?
Yes. Actually, no. I think Ethel mentioned that she did get out. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Really?
I think I used my full movement to like escape the rubble, but I think maybe I was like on the edge of it a little bit because I didn't actually move my token. You know.
Yeah, maybe maybe you would need to. Maybe we'll put you there. I think. Otherwise, you'd probably still be on the rubble.
Can Mahkah use an action? You can let me know. He wants to like put his head down and like put Ethel on the back.
Scoop Ethel.
Scoop Ethel up.
No.
I'm going straight to the tormentor. Oh, actually, no. Oh, Mahkah will. We'll just move around here, and his turn.
Okay.
Lulu's turn.
Yeah, I think it would because it takes like half movement from a creature to mount like a mount, so I don't think that would work.
And Lulu's like, oh, sorry, I know you do Lulu voices, but it's like, hey guys, leave it to me. She's gonna fly towards him.
Okay.
To tusk him.
With advantage.
Thanks. And I've got a little bit of movement as well, so just to let you know once I've finished tusking.
Okay. That hits. Okay. She just kind of scratches his back. Doesn't seem to do much damage to him.
And then she'll occupy.
Oh,
does she
shit.
want to?
I just realized this creature is immune to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. Oh, I thought it was just resistant. That sucks. Oh well, that's okay. A lot of these attacks have been magical anyway. Lulu's attacks are magical. It probably wouldn't make that much of a difference, I don't think. Sorry, Mahkah.
That's okay. And Lulu will like to fly up out of range. I know it's going to cause an up attack.
Okay. How far up does she fly?
Well, I would say 20 feet.
20 feet up. Okay, and it will, kind of spin around,
Just
try to whack
above
at
20 feet from the actual creature, so it's still whatever it is from the ground.
And he misses, trying to steer. It's like, what? All right, Ethel.
Can I see this guy?
Just. Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. And he's looking hurt?
Yes, he's looking like he's very wounded.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna use half my movement to jump up on Mahkah.
Okay.
Nice. And then I think I'm just gonna mind spike him, but I think it's gonna be at a 3rd level.
Okay.
Just gotta do a wisdom save.
Pass.
What? Rude.
Okay.
I think he takes half damage, right?
Did it say that? Probably. With a spell. Spell save.
Yeah, half damage on a successful save.
Okay, sweet. Alright, so 8 damage. He's still alive.
Boo.
Okay, Kensei.
So, does the movement of the vehicle before I drive continue, or is at the end if I don't drive? Just, I guess that determines what I'm doing.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess it kind of happens simultaneously. So we'll say that you can choose where along its movement you wish to do your thing.
All right. So, I guess then without enacting to continue the drive action, it just continues going straight forward, like up to 120 feet, because that's what all I did last turn,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so I'm trying to make this as straightforward as possible. Oh
The
shit!
only thing is, was that the actual trajectory of before?
That's kind of what I was doing. I was going to kind of like continue this arc.
Okay,
and
so
go
you tried to like kind of actually turn it that way before you, as in, because it needs to go the same direction it was going. Sort of thing.
Yeah. I was going for like a pretty much a like I pictured in my head like as I was going on like just doing this wide circle trying to circle around trying to head back to the party.
Something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. Can I move over a little bit so I can see? Thank you. All right. So there. Meow. Bye guys. Oh, I'm gonna fuck myself. All right. Okay. So we're going to use one more. Oh fuck it, I don't care. I'm gonna fireball myself. I don't care. Just
No.
fireball myself. So how did what did you use that allowed it to trigger from the shield of the Hidden Lord to charge?
So just in your inventory, if you just find the shield, just click on, like hover over the image of the shield to the left of it, and it'll turn into a die icon, and just click that, and it'll ask if you want to use the charge, and then you can use the. Sorry, it's like you got to do both. Bit of a pain, but just so we can keep track of like how many you've used.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna cast.
All right, I'll make a dex save. Lulu is 20 feet up. This is a 20-foot radius sphere. 20
this is what I was gonna say.
It's probably okay, actually.
Sorry, Lulu's 20 feet above the point of the driver.
Yeah.
So to the ground, it might be, I don't know, 25.
I'd say you could probably avoid Lulu, I think.
Okay. I mean, well, okay, because I was just gonna. That's what I was saying. I was like, I could fireball myself. I'm perfectly fine.
Oh, yeah. No, I think you should be able to. I think you should just be able to target, like, sort of inside the vehicle.
All right.
I think that should be okay.
All right.
20 feet's close enough.
All right. So yeah. So I don't know how to get rid of the original template.
That's all right.
All right. All right. Thank you. All right. Okay. Stop.
Okay, dex save, it failed.
All right. Cool. Damage.
So 33 damage is enough to kill it.
Woo!
So it too goes limp, burning to death, with its head on the wheel of this thing. But the vehicle
Kenway
continues to
driving by.
drive.
Continues to drive.
Lulu, take the wheel.
Mine.
Anything else?
Nope.
Still have a bonus action, I think.
Yeah. I'm just going to continue. I'll worry about everything that's going to happen next round because I'm just like mine. Anyway, that's it.
Okay, Jean-Lemont.
Isn't it?
There's no more. Everything's dead except for the. I want the car. I want the war machine.
So the vehicle is like still driving away.
I want to entangle it. Damn it! It's a creature. Okay. Ooh. Would I know if it
So
uses
it kind
magic
of-
to run?
I'm going to say that it's kind of heading. If it uses magic to run.
Would I know?
We'll know it's a soul coin, though.
Yeah, you know that it
Power.
runs on a soul coin, so you know that they're. Yeah. You know that there's probably a fair bit of magic involved in the running of these things.
Okay. I'm gonna try dispel magic. Oh no, it's not an object. Okay. I got nothing. Pass.
Okay. All right. Luna.
Could Luna fly into the machine and press the brake?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Could she land on the steering wheel and steer?
I don't think-
Land on it and like.
I don't think she's going to be strong enough to do that. I don't think so. I'm sorry.
You gotta ask. You gotta respect asking.
I mean, I'm just trying to be creative and think outside the box.
No,
of what I can
it's
do
good.
with the
No, it's
birds.
good.
I'm trying to figure out what my
Yeah,
limits
it's good.
are
It's
here.
good. Yeah, no, yeah.
Um,
I didn't mean to suggest it's a bad idea just because I'm not letting it work.
just debating what else is on this thing that she could touch. Yeah, I guess she couldn't like put the harpoon. Like, what's the control for the harpoon?
I'm not going to let her like kind of. I don't think she has enough
touch
strength
anything?
to like move things and like pull
Okay.
gears and.
Okay, just curious.
Sorry.
Nope, you're good.
Okay. Alina.
Yeah, I'm really far away.
Run, bitch, run!
You're an asshole.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm not, but I am.
Okay. I'm just going to dash, I suppose.
It's a good thing you grabbed mobile.
Just sprinting through these desert sands.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything I can really do about the machine. Can I use Mage Hand to control the machine? Because it can lift
say you
10
can-
pounds.
I'd say you feel like you might be able to do that, but you need to cast it first.
Okay, just curious. Just want to check.
Yeah,
Like,
you have a
it's
feeling.
handy.
You have a feeling you'd be
Okay.
able to do that.
Okay. So
It
I'm
is
gonna
literally
cast.
handy.
Okay. I will cast Mage Hand.
Okay, so you can cast Mage Hand 30 feet.
So I'm going to put it,
So what's
as
that?
far as I can.
So it can go like there. Yeah, like
Okay.
like there, is it? Something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
How far can it move? You can only move it 30 feet at a time.
Yeah, that's okay. I can
Oh, well.
move 40 feet. I can dash and move my full movement and then use it too. So
Okay.
and I can use a bonus. Oh, wait. Oh, dang. I'm not close enough. I was going to say I can use a bonus action to control it because of my feature. Shit.
Oh, really? Does that let you
Yes.
move it as well?
Yes, I can do stuff with it because I'm special.
Okay, you have a read of that.
But I'm not close enough.
Mahkah,
Yeah.
what do you do?
Mahkah, he's excited. He's like, ah. So I want to see if I can to select Ethel as well at the same time. Is
I don't
it
think it'll
shift
let
and
you.
select or
You can't
control?
control her tokens, so it won't let you.
No, wait,
I'll just-
can't you still control Ethel?
Just move
think
where
that-
you
Okay.
need to go and
So, Mahkah horse will like to start galloping alongside the vehicle.
Oh, it does let you do it. Okay.
So, if it's heading in that direction, he wants to gallop alongside the vehicle.
Okay.
And turn.
All right. Lulu.
Now,
Lulu
can Lulu?
is-
I was going to say,
Yeah. Go ahead.
if Lulu can see like a brake pedal, she just wants to sit on it, like put whatever pressure on the brake pedal.
Yeah, I think she will be able to do that. She'll be strong enough to do that.
Okay. So she'll go down to that. Correct
Yeah, I mean,
height.
I don't even know how brake pedal works because we already said before that like even if you die, like somehow this machine keeps going. But I guess it has a brake pedal. That's fine. She's like kind of intelligent enough and like strong enough to do something like that. So she can land somewhere on this vehicle and find some kind of pedal or some sort of gear or something. She is able to stop the vehicle.
Woo!
Good job, Lulu.
Yeah. All right, and we're out of combat.
You did it.
Although I was looking forward to seeing Ethel try to like leap from the back of this horse onto the vehicle.
The Misty step, man. It's not happening.
Oh yeah, true. That's
Mahkah
true.
didn't want to like.
No, Ethel would just jump in through the window.
Yeah, I thought that Ethel might use her mage hand, like Alina, like suggested, like from the horse as well.
Awesome. Okay, let's take a 5-minute break.
Nice.
And so you have lost a what was the one that you lost? A tormentor, but you have
Tormentor.
gained a demon grinder. You're able to recognize this as a demon grinder from looking over the collection that Chukka and Clonk had in the shop at Fort Knucklebone. And what do? You're kind of standing around picking yourselves up.
Can we salvage anything from the Tormentor? Do we have anything in particular? I guess just
The Screamer.
the Screamer. How much room do we have in this one? So I just should call it up.
Oh yeah, so this one, I'll give this one to you. Infinite War Machines, Demon Grinder. Oh. Okay, should be able to see it now.
Oh wow!
Holy shit!
It's a beast.
Where is it?
It's in the kind of like the character tab.
Yeah, under player characters is
Machines?
Infernal War Machines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got a huge upgrade compared to the Tormentor.
You also notice that in the Tormentor in the back and like kind of spilled out onto the ground are these crates of boar meat. There's like 4 crates of Hell's boar meat that was placed in there by Mad Maggie for Red Ruth, and it's kind of like a couple of them have come open and there's like all this boar meat that's like scattered everywhere.
We should probably put them in the demon grinder.
Yeah.
It's
And also, like JL mentioned, if we could pick up the Screamer and add it, not add it, like physically add it, but just into the cargo of the demon grinder.
Yeah, so the Screamer, I'm going to say, is damaged, like it's kind of destroyed, but you can pick up the remains of it and put it in the demon grinder if you want to do that.
Is there much space?
Yeah, there's plenty of space.
I would like to bring it even though it's damaged.
Okay. I'll add something in the tab that says cargo and crew that kind of says like Screamer broken.
Can we loot the crew and this Raggadragga to see if maybe he has a kind of like see if they have any goodies?
Yes. So amongst the crew and also in the demon grinder, you find 42 vials of demon ichor.
Ooh.
Well, it's in like jerry cans, like two full metal jerry cans and a nearly empty one. So it's worth 42 vials. If somebody wants to put that in there, are you kind of holding all the vials, Jean Lemore?
I will put it in the bag of holding.
Okay, sweet. You also find, Kensei, ornate golden circlet, which I believe Raggadragga should have been wearing, but I forgot about it. It doesn't matter. I guess you find this also in the back of the demon, or in the passenger seat, or maybe you find it like on the ground as he was like pulled out of the demon grinder and like thrown on the ground. This like circlet came off his head and kind of rolled some way away. You find it in the dust.
Ooh.
Shiny.
And I'll put that in your inventory, Kensei. Is unidentified currently. You also find on Raggadragga personally a sack of 47 gold pieces.
Ooh. I'll put that in the bag. 47.
And 47. And you find a soul coin in one of his pockets.
Profit.
I noticed that I have 6 soul coins.
Yes. Oh, sorry, you weren't here when I was saying that I doubled them because they are now worth only 10 platinum pieces each. Sorry, I added 3 additional ones.
Okay, so then we just found 1. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
You also notice.
Inflation. Sorry.
You also notice painted on the side of this war machine is a symbol that looks very much like Zariel's symbol, a sword with wings, but there is a big red circle around it with a cross through it.
In saying that, can Mahkah reclaim the hash and sack flag and change it over to the new machine?
Of course.
Because he said it had the flag. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you had a flagpole before, but you now have a flagpole for this machine, so you can like attach some hash and sacks to
The
it.
hash and sack, yeah. And I'm gonna ask the guys, you know what? Mahkah's got some ink. He'll use some ink if everyone wants to put like a handprint on it, like this pattern, like circular pattern.
Hand me up. Let's do this. While we're all kind of like doing designs for the flag, apart from the screamer that we are taking, can we salvage any like decent pieces of like of the actual tormentor itself, just in case if we somehow make it back to our reliable repair crew and need repairs, we at least have bits of scrap just in case.
Yeah. How do you kind of pull off these parts from the wreckage?
I was gonna say, yeah, I was gonna say if there's a spare tire as well, we'll like to pick that one up.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever we can like, as like I guess salvage as a people that can't really like tear apart too many things. I do have a smithing tool set if I need to use something like that, but yeah, because I don't know how much we can get with that, because I don't know how much of the vehicle is like in pieces, I guess.
Yeah, maybe give me an investigation check as you kind of look over this vehicle to see what you can salvage from it, and you can use your proficiency bonus if you want, if you're going to use these. Wait, what did you just say you have?
I have smithing tools, but I'm not proficient with it, sadly. So.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm just like using them as like if I need some tools that might help, but I think.
Yeah, probably not in this case. In that case,
Yeah.
just give me
Mahkah would definitely like to assist with that as well.
Thank God.
Sweet. You can roll with advantage.
Investigation.
Yep.
Oh boy.
That is actually if Mahkah is good at investigation.
Let me have a look.
Yeah, you're not proficient with investigation. Oh, you can still help. That's fine. Oh, 2. Okay. You managed to find, you think, 1 piece of scrap that you're able to kind of pull off the vehicle that looks like it's sort of in good condition, wouldn't require too much panel beating.
Well, better than nothing.
And maybe if we just add that to the bag of holding, I'll just add. I don't know how much it would weigh at the moment, but I'll maybe kind of fix it up later.
I mean,
maybe just in
if
this
need
loot.
be, the demon grinder can hold up a cargo capacity of 2,000. So
That's
whatever
true.
happens.
That's true. Yeah, I'll just put it in the bag of holding just so I don't forget where it is, because I might forget to look in the demon grinder.
Nope,
but
that's
yeah.
totally fine.
But yeah, that's true. You can put a bunch of junk in the back of there. Yeah, and unfortunately, like the rest of the wreck is just the thing is just so totaled. You feel like it'd cost more to get it fixed than it would to just buy a new one.
Well, I mean, if worse comes to worse, someone can go message Mad Maggie and say, over a short jaunt from your garage is the rest of your tormentor if you want it. We have a replacement vehicle. Don't worry, it's a definite upgrade. We'll give it back to you, but
I feel like maybe that's not a good message to leave someone. Hey, I crashed your car. Got a new one. Love you. Bye.
Well, I'm saying, like, we got a
Hey
new
mom,
one to
crash your
replace
car.
it. We got a better one to replace it, and it's not like that one was like, in pristine condition. So.
I mean, I feel Ethel has a good point.
I mean, if you want to surprise her when we get back next time, that's fine too.
You see, there's this thing called the shit sandwich. You put the nice things like the psychomorphic core around this destroyed car.
All right, if she happens to kind of like come on by through this one specific part of the desert, see a very familiar car.
Don't worry. I will deal.
I'll let you explain. Don't worry. I'll just get a safe distance while you explain.
I start kicking sand over the wreckage like it's gonna happen at all. He doesn't even know.
Hey.
All right, and so with that, it is the end of the watch, which you would have been able to drive for 4 points, but the watch is over. You've only driven for 2. But otherwise, I won't say that the combat actually burnt any fuel or anything. And yeah, what do you do now?
Towards Still? To
To or not to Okay. So.
Yes, that's right.
So.
Do we have to take our positions in this grind? Should we nominate positions?
Yeah, let's figure
Yeah.
that out before we accidentally get into another combat.
Yeah,
obviously-
so in particular, you want your driver and your navigator.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe everyone post your activity in the chat.
Our activity? Okay.
Yeah, so pick an activity from the shift activities plus machines. So if you're assuming you're just getting back in and immediately driving, it's the travel war machine, and then you can just choose an activity in there and post it in the chat. But you don't have to do that, obviously. You could like take a short rest, or you could do an active shift.
Okay. Action stations. Oh no.
Mark will just like to cast Goodberry
Okay.
as well, and offer him if anyone else is a little bit banged up. Goodberry? 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 Okay, 10 are going down the hatch.
Do they taste fine? Is that what we determined?
They taste not as good as they used to taste, but not so much
Yeah.
it'll make you spew.
Not all puking in the car.
From last time when you were speaking, were you talking about like the berries are able to nourish one person for a full day? Is that what you're talking about? Because I remember you brought up something last session.
I think you all have eaten though
Yeah,
today.
Yeah.
So in this case, I think it's just for the healing.
that's correct. Yeah.
You can't assist the navigator, right?
Correct.
Okay, so if someone's gonna do something else that I can assist with, I would do that. But I'm not sure because I don't know how assisting with scouting would work. If I'm gonna, I think I need to stay with the vehicle. Maybe I
You
don't
can
know if it's
sit. You can sit
practical.
on the back of the Devil's Ride if you want.
Okay.
Maybe you could be a much better traveling companion than I have, and maybe she won't complain to you as much as she did me.
Wheelies with Ethel. At least I have
sure,
less chance of dropping the bike.
I didn't drop the bike once, Missy. So go once, see what happens.
Sorry, it's so funny because it sounds like it's supposed to be mean, and then Missy is so not an intimidating thing to say. Hey, Missy.
All right. So does the person driving have to be okay? Sorry, I got lost in a train of thought that I have. So hold on, let me hold this back up so I can make sure I got this. So is the person driving? Can they take like the actions like navigating and I guess not tracker obviously, but like a navigator or?
I haven't really. Yeah, it looks like I haven't put a thing in here for that. Yes, you can at least navigate. I guess we just say you can kind of do the things that make sense. So that is pretty much only navigate. Yep. Sorry. Yeah. You can, if you're driving, you can also navigate, but that's it.
All right. All right. So who, Mahkah, are you driving the big boy?
The big boy. Yeah. Does it happen to look like a massive turtle shell as well? I'm just saying. Just asking.
Maybe a little.
Yeah, not
maybe,
with
maybe a little bit.
upgrades. Yeah. Yeah. Mark will like to drive and navigate.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to read through. I guess
That's
I will
all right.
be. Man, I guess I will be the assistant. I guess. If
And
that,
who are you? You just. Yeah. I don't think there's anyone to assist. You can't assist the navigator.
Assist my short rest.
Yeah, you could like sing some lullabies.
yeah, I mean, there's not a whole else I can. You know, I'm just gonna sit comfortably behind the wrecking machine.
I was gonna say, just sit in the back and swing around your ball.
Fine, no, I'm behind the seat machine and play with my balls. That's fine. And we are happy.
And we're
Yeah.
not surprised by this.
Actually, it's probably. Did I create a thing in here that would be you are just sitting at one of the stations? Because I think yeah, sitting at a station would be one of the things that you can do for sure. Because if we have combat and there's not somebody sitting at a station, it'll take you like an action to kind of take up that station. So yeah, you can definitely sit at the swinging ball.
Actually, now think about it, I'll sit at a station by where the crossbow things just in case, because
Okay.
if they get close, well, I got plenty of options for that. What is the? I gotta look at the thing, but yeah, I'll sit at I'll sit at one of the. What was it? The harpoon fliggers. That's what it was.
Okay. All right, cool. So there are no extreme weather conditions, and we are driving still through this hilly area, yeah, as you kind of leave the scene of this combat behind, some of you are covered in blood. There's the sitting in these vehicles is sort of nice because the wind is like blowing across you, cooling you down a little bit. And Alina with Ethel on the back kind of rides out to scout around the area to make sure that you're not being followed or there's no one ahead of you. And I'll just roll to see if we are going to have, let me see, we're... Go ahead.
May I take the short rest before you do that?
No, just let me work out what we're going to have first. Okay. So you are taking the short rest, but it, let me see, because it's only a short rest, it might be interrupted. Just trying to think. What does it say about short rest? However, if combat begins during the shift, you miss the first round. Okay, yes. Go ahead and take a short rest, mechanically.
Okay.
And I'm just going to roll a couple of things. Okay. Alright. Okay, so Alina and Ethel. Give me... So, this would be... Who's driving?
Alina.
Okay,
I'm
Alina,
just
give me
the help action.
give me a survival check with advantage. Okay. So... Nice. Alright, so you're able to get a good look at this terrain. I'm just thinking that... Oh, this will be... Hold on, sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm just still learning to do this as well. I believe that you would do this at the start of your next shift. Yes. Okay, forget about that. Or if you remember 16, you can use it. But, yeah, you wouldn't do that until the next shift. Because you're basically, like, driving out and kind of doing, like, circling around and everything. Mm-hmm. So for this shift, you basically skip the shift. So, what else have we got? Okay.
As Mark is driving, he'll just like to yell out to JL. Hey, JL, do you have a moment? Come up the front. Good work back there. Fist bump. Vigilant blessing.
Ooh. Thank you, Mahkah.
Okay, and now Mahkah, you can make a nature check.
What's that? Oh, that's good.
$22. Nice. This, oh yeah, it should be at disadvantage. Yeah, sorry. Roll me another one.
Okay. Why is that? I'm just curious.
Because there's no sun or stars. There's no magnetic field. You don't have a compass. But 21 is good. I believe. Yes, okay. All right, so you're able to continue driving. And which way are you driving?
I'll take towards That's.
You can change the direction per... Maybe if we start with the sort of northwest direction, and there's like, 6 directions or 5 directions. 6 directions. Then you can like give me a number, you know what I mean? So that would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you just need to pick a direction between 1 and 6.
Is that from the scouting vehicle?
No, sorry, from you. From
me.
From
Okay.
Mahkah, yep.
Yeah. If I could see, I'll follow Alina's path. I wasn't sure where that one was, so I'll go directly west. I want to stay on this side of that mountain. If I see a mountain range,
Okay.
a bit inland, yeah.
Okay, so you're going to move to
Like-
here.
Directly, yeah, that's it.
Okay, so
Is,
for
sorry,
that,
is there a mountain range? If I read that properly, like, is that how we're gonna play this?
you can see, I'd say you can see from the vehicles here that there appear to be mountains off to your right.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, and I'll now move us over to this hex. And you continue to drive like through this kind of hilly area, but as you come over to here, well, I'll move us the other 3 points. So where do you want to move for the next point? Or for the next 3 points?
Okay. Can I move the token? No, so I'll go once left, west, left,
Yep,
and then southwest.
like there.
Yeah, and then keep going west. Now, are
Okay.
those? What are they on the map? Is that just still?
Which thing?
It looks like. Is that just?
That
It looks
chain?
like saddles. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so as you drive through these hills in this direction, you come across these colossal spiked chains that are extending across the hellscape. Their links are partially buried under the ash and dirt, and you can also see kind of scattered around large chunks of masonry. And you think each of these chains is roughly like a mile long.
Whoa.
Oh wow.
Does it look like the chains that were holding Elturel?
Give me a perception check. These things are kind of like partially buried in the dirt and everything. It's hard for you to identify whether they look exactly the same, but they're certainly the same size. Enormous chains.
Interesting.
And just to keep track of how much fuel we use, Jean Lamour, if you would like to burn 4
Yes.
Demon Ickers.
Huh?
And so the Tormentor is dead. And now we're in a Demon Grinder. Yeah, so I'll say also, by the way, with the Demon Grinder, that when you kind of turned it on, got it started, it roared to life, and you discovered that there's like a gauge that looks like that's kind of next to the slot where you would put a soul coin, and the hand on the gauge is like pointing to like the full part of the gauge. So you think that this also, aside from the soul coin that you found on Raggadragga, you also think that this Demon Grinder has like a full soul coin in it. But other than that, you don't see anything else in this area, and so we move to the next watch. And so you've done 2 travel watches.
Shifts?
Two shifts. 2 travel shifts.
Does that mean it's nap time?
Yes, except that what I've done here, as I've said, that you can spend as many as 4 shifts traveling in a war machine per day. However, you can't take a long rest in a moving war machine. So you can keep traveling if you want to.
Ooh, yeah. Let's keep traveling.
Okay. So, you continue to move through this hilly area. Ooh, okay. And as you begin driving past these chains, the dimness of this environment begins to dim even more as the clouds in the sky, which are moving quite rapidly already, they begin to sort of cluster above you, and this dark red sky is filled with these black clouds. And soon it begins to rain. Small spots of rain begin to hit the war machines as you drive along. And as they hit, some smoke comes out of the war machines from where they hit. And you can hear this like searing sound as this rain begins getting heavier and heavier. And okay. This says that a creature without shelter suffers 1d6 acid damage per hour. I'm thinking that you have some shelter, so maybe we will, in this war machine, maybe we'll halve it. At least for the, but not for the Devil's Ride though.
Ooh.
So, everyone on the Devil's Ride takes 14 acid damage. But those of you in the Demon Grinder take half of that, so just 7 acid damage. Sorry,
I was gonna say, would we note it, like, as soon as we started taking damage or noticing it, I'd probably stop. And Ethel, I'd be like, tiny hut?
Yeah, so how do I go about this? Because, like, if you're gonna stop in the middle of the... I guess that there's no reason why you can't stop, but I think I would have to say that it would waste the shift, because I can't think of another way to do it.
Yeah, which would be fine, because I don't think I'd continue and let us get hurt, especially since Ethel's a little squishy. And so am I.
Yeah, I'm just... Well, the thing...
Because we'd die wherever we... Like, if it became a lot, like if we continued to travel and we died out from the party, I don't think that'd be a good idea.
So firstly, you and Ethel are... Yeah, okay, so you guys are, like, separated from the party, although during this watch, you're kind of returning to the party. I'm just trying to think how to do this, like if we split up the watch, because the way that I've kind of tried to design this is so that we generally kind of do one shift at a time. And so if I start like splitting them up, yeah, I think we'll say that you can stop, but you will basically like lose the shift. But you've already traveled this distance that you've traveled. I guess this is another thing I'm gonna have to think about. I think I'm just going to have to go on like the mechanical side of things, even though it doesn't make that much sense, just because I haven't thought this through properly. I've been trying to like simplify this so that we don't have to start talking about like, oh, we've only moved like, you know, like 10 meters, so that's only like a fraction of the distance, you know what I mean? So like I've tried to simplify it so that we're just kind of looking at this as like blocks of shifts and distances. So for the time being, everyone will take this acid damage as this rain just begins like pouring down on you. And we'll have to say that you can kind of jump off and like try to create this tiny hut and take some cover after you take that damage.
Okay, but just like for the future, if I was in the big machine, right?
Yep.
You can't cast tiny hut on the floor of the big machine, right?
I think probably not. Well,
Okay. This is a classic movable rod problem where you're like, if something is stationary on a moving object, does it move with the object or does it stay where it is?
yeah, which gets complicated when
Yeah.
like even casting a movable rod on the planet would like tear the planet in half potentially.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that because how big is the
It's a 10-foot
Tiny hut.
radius, but like I was thinking of it like a little umbrella or like a lid on top of the thing, you know, like a little, like, you know, you cast it on the floor or all in the little thing. And it says it's transparent, so you could still drive. Obviously, it wouldn't work for the bike.
I don't think that's. I'm going to say that you'll need to get out of the machines and kind of create this tiny hut to do that. I think it's going to be kind of part of like camping. It's a good idea though. Like maybe I'll have to put some more thought into that. But I think for the time being, you have to get off the bike to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
I still get the notification for you to roll
Yep.
Mine's bike.
Yep.
Sorry.
It's funny. I don't know.
Like, what?
Okay.
I don't know how to say I'm not concentrating. Oh wait, never mind. I figured it out. Everyone ignore me.
Okay. This was the shift. Sorry, where yeah. What I was saying before wasn't correct. Alina and Ethel are like away from the party for this shift. And so that... Is that correct? Fuck, I'm getting so confused with this system. No, because everyone already used their... Okay, sorry. So, everyone choose me a... another activity for this shift. Just while we're doing this, acid rain starts to pour down on us. And this is also when the scouts return. So, Alina, you can now give me this survival check at advantage.
Tried my 16.
Okay. Alright, so that's a fail, so you're not able to give the navigator advantage. But you can also give me a perception check. Oh no, sorry, there's not going to be there's no random encounter, so we don't need to do that. Alright, everyone else pick a activity for this shift as we're still kind of driving along, and then we'll kind of get out and take camp if that's what you want to do. I might just kind of change that acid rain so it's not like per hour, so it doesn't have that feel of like I should be able to get out like at least on the second hour. Like it just goes and begins just instantly
One giant, just
a bucket of acid.
Kensei, want to take the reins?
Wait, you still you can't do Sentinel Jean Lemore because you're still driving. This is for this shift.
Okay, sorry.
That's alright.
Sorry.
I'll
Don't
hop
worry.
over if you're getting bored.
Don't apologize. I don't know what I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay.
Ooh, I can assist.
I don't know if I should like get in and rest, or because if I stay in any kind of rain, it might not be good for me. That kind of is bad news bears.
Yeah, so you guys
sorry,
like
is this the shift?
this is the shift that we just traveled in. I think I would have to probably do the movement after we choose these activities next time to make it less confusing. But basically, Alina and Ethel have kind of returned on the Devil's Ride at this point. So you're with the party again. So Ethel and Jean Lemore, what are you guys assisting?
Great
So-
question.
So
I thought we were scouting still.
Go ahead, Mahkah.
why couldn't JL use the sentinel position?
Oh, so it's not one of the activities that's available when you're traveling at the war machine speed.
Oh, sorry, that's the war machine. I was on the normal travel speed. Okay, yep, cool.
I guess if someone wants to be tracker or anything. Otherwise, if not, I guess I will.
Oh,
I did
Rides the bike.
I did this entirely wrong because I should have definitely done these shifts beforehand. Let's just not worry about this one. There is no combat in this one. So let's just move on to the next shift.
Mm-hmm.
I made a mess of that one. Sorry, guys. This will get faster, I promise. Well, I tentatively promise. This will get faster, I hope.
Yeah, we're working on some of the things about kind of like how this like works out. Like,
yeah, we'll get there. Okay, so that is the end of that shift. We don't get lost, basically, and it is now the beginning of the next shift.
Mm-hmm.
And so, let me do this one in the correct order. You're still driving through this hilly environment. Occasionally you spot these enormous chains lying in the ground. And let's see if this acid rain ceases. It does not. It persists. Okay, so now everyone pick a shift type for this shift. So active, rest, or travel. Active, sleep, or travel.
Travel? Should we try and travel?
Well, so there was like, you guys were saying you might want to create a tiny hut to get out of this acid rain.
Ah, okay.
I don't know if you still want to do that.
Yeah. I
I
might
guess,
be
yeah.
starting to take some owies from some acid rain.
yeah. If this doesn't let up, a lot of the people that are not as fortified in their endurance might succumb to the trouble before we even get to our destination.
Ethel hears that and looks at Mahkah and just like shakes her head and just like pats him on the back. He's like, "You're fine. Like, you know, you can take a rest."
thanks.
Okay, so you're doing a sleep activity, is that, or are you doing? You can do it active
so.
or sleep. I mean, you might as well sleep, seeing it's like pouring with rain. You got to create this tiny hut.
Yeah. So if we create the tiny hut, we all take a little nap in there. Just does it look like our vehicles are getting like really damaged by the rain, or just like?
It looks like they're taking this acid pretty well. They're getting
Cool.
like a bit charred and a bit seared, but it doesn't look like, you don't think they're taking any serious damage. Maybe
Nice,
it'll
then
kind of
I'll take
corrode them over time, but not yet.
Gotcha. Then I'm down for a nice nap.
Okay, if everyone wants to sleep, then you can basically do the long rest or the trance. So this will mean that this will take two shifts.
In saying that, Mark will look at his friends and say, "I think we should secure the vehicles. If we don't, a little bit better. If we've got watches, that's fine."
Do they have keys? I take the keys.
Do they have keys? I don't know if they do. There's just kind of like... Yeah, I didn't...
Can
I
we
guess
just
they
like,
would
if
have
there's
keys.
a lever,
There's
if there's a
keys.
lever to turn it on, we just take the lever.
I mean, a good question is, after we put in the soul coin, can we remove it so that, you know, no one can just
No.
hop in and go, yeah!
No, so you can't remove the soul coin because, like, yeah, once it's like been put in the slot, it like burns up in the furnace. So that would have been explained to you by the magpies. But I'll say there's keys. Why wouldn't there be keys? So you can take them. And
Nice.
then Basically, if everyone wants to type into the chat either a 1, a 2, or a 3 to indicate which vigil you wish to take.
I only have to rest for 4 instead of 8, so it doesn't.
Yeah, so you can trance, which means that in the second shift you'll be able to do one of the active shift activities, if you want. But we'll just do this one first.
I'll just be up for whatever shift I need it to be.
Okay. Well, maybe just type a number in the chat to indicate which one. That way.
So I'm indicating which one I'm sleeping.
No. So this is just the first vigil. So the first shift. So it's just a 4-hour spot. So I guess you. Oh, sorry. Yeah, let me think. How does this work? So I guess you're trancing for this 4 hours. So if you choose to trance, then I guess you can't go on a watch for this 4-hour set. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So I'll sleep for the first one, I guess.
Yes. So that's just the first. Sorry, I'll just delete that. It's just so you're sleeping for this entire shift because it's a 4-hour shift.
Okay.
So you're not taking a watch, basically.
Okay.
Which I guess would put you on like a later watch. Yeah, this is confusing. Okay. So I'm going to just work out if there is going to be a random encounter. Alright. Okay, so you sit in this tiny hut. It continues pouring with rain, and obviously it's just kind of like bouncing off the top of this hut. Sort of looks like a little library in here. You each take a vigil. None of you see anything happen as you're kind of peering out through the tiny hut. And for the second shift, the rain continues, and still no one sees any creatures or anything outside or anything like that. But Alina, you can take a active shift if you want to just post one of those. And yeah, everyone can take a long rest as well, like mechanically.
Yeah.
Or you can just like let me know what you want to do. There's no need to post it, I guess.
I'm just trying to read. I'm not gonna go outside. That sounds like a bad idea.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna, I guess, like just stand guard, defend about it.
Okay.
A defender, I guess.
Yeah, you can do like either sentinel or defender would probably be something like that.
Yeah.
Depending on whether you are kind of readying yourself for an attack or just kind of keeping watch to see if anything comes would be the difference there. I think the thing about the defender is that you... Yeah.
Because like sentinel is kind of like...
Yeah, I think
don't
like...
know how much I can... Like, I can't really hide the vehicles. So, like, I don't know how much my stealth... Like, if we were walking, it would make sense because I could try to hide the party, but I can't hide the vehicles. So they're coming regardless of whatever our stealth is.
I'll have to work out as well whether or not you can actually wake anyone up when you're doing these. But yeah, that's fine. You can do the defender activity. So you kind of stand at the ready with your armor on and your weapons readied. But nothing occurs in the night, so another shift passes without anything happening. Okay, so in the next shift, the rain continues.
Oh.
What do you do?
Well, I feel like if... Do we want to have just Ethel? Do you just want to be in the the demon grinder, and I'll just tag along with on the devil's ride and just try to keep going.
I'm not that squishy, but yeah, okay, that sounds good.
I mean, I'm just making sure that we don't accidentally go into a random encounter with something big bad and you're just coming in with half health for just sitting on a vehicle.
Fair.
Yeah. Well, it might even be the same for me. And if you and I both leave, that might be bad.
I could take the I could take an abuse.
But yeah, but if they have an encounter, we miss a round.
I mean, what else am I gonna be doing anyway? Like,
yeah, no, but we both miss a round if we both go. Like if I go scout and assist, or like you assist, you know what I mean?
I mean, you don't have to scout on the Devil's Ride, though. You can just drive alongside and do
I just don't want to accidentally get lost and plunge the Devil's Ride into a moat of the river Styx. No.
I don't have good survival. It's wisdom and it's 0, so it's just not negative.
It sucks because I actually have proficiency in survival, but I have no dexterity to take the scouting team thing because
I don't think it takes dexterity though.
It's not scout. It does because you have to be higher than the party's average dex.
Oh, is that for the
Wait, no,
war
not
machines
sorry.
too though? No.
Yeah, because you're on the war machine. Actually, that's not the case because it's just it drives quicker than the other ones. So I've just basically said that you can take that activity.
I'll go out and have fun with the bike then.
There we go.
Okay,
yeah,
so
because I was gonna say I didn't see that.
You guys are doing you're traveling again.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
Y'all squishy stay in the vehicle. I'll just be in the bike.
Can I have actually, if I bring my chicken back, will it just die immediately because of the rain? Or is it fine with this?
Yes, it will take acid damage from the rain, yes.
All right, fine. I won't summon my chicken back.
That reminds me, actually,
my cat.
Luna is also dead, I think.
I was gonna say, could Luna just like hang on to the bottom of the machine?
I think you'll be able to dismiss Luna into...
Oh, right, dismiss. That would be
I think that's
clever. Yeah, that would be the smart thing to do. Yeah, die in the rain. Fly around, go die.
Then can I just like summon my familiar and then dismiss it so that if we get into an encounter, I don't have to do the whole 10 minutes. I can just waste the spell slot. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then, okay, also, if I were to just take my decanter of endless water and just have a constant, like, shower going, would that negate the acid effects? I'm just constantly...
Nah, I don't think so.
Darn. What if I made a geyser umbrella?
Quick, fight acid with water!
You just shoot a geyser straight up.
Okay, so wait a minute. I mean, if you just, like, hold the decanter and, like, just shoot it, like, directly above you...
I shoot 30 gallons of water straight into the air.
Just gonna have like the demon grinders just gonna have an endless like fountain effect wherever we're going in this like acid rain.
Okay, I think maybe you can do that. That'll take you. You'll have to use this concentrator activity.
It feels like so much water. It would be such a giant mess the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, it'll just like go all through the vehicle. I'm trying to think, like, would it even like potentially...
I'm just trying to think of what I could make an umbrella out of.
Cause some problems for the vehicle and like for everyone else like sitting in there.
Yeah. Not to mention the unwanted attention with water being so...
Yeah, it's
rather
a full geyser.
Wet than damaged, so...
Yeah, plus the thing
I'm
is...
on Team Geyser.
I'm also kind of saying that you're only taking half damage from the acid because there is some kind of roof on here. And so the geyser would just blow into the roof.
You know, I think I'm cool on the geyser idea, actually. We come up with all the disadvantages of it.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, maybe the geyser idea is not a good one.
All right. Okay, you're doing a travel shift, and so I'll see if there is a random encounter, and already worked out if the rain is still going. Okay, so yes, everyone post the shift activity that they would like to do. So yeah, Kensei's riding out.
Can I assist the tracker?
Yes. So, tracker, you're kind of like leaning out the window and trying to... So, the only thing is there are no tracks. Let me see. You can only take this action to follow tracks if they were found already during an active shift. Yeah, there's just nothing to track.
Kensei's wheels? Kensei's tracks?
I mean, if you just want to follow Kensei, but Kensei's kind of driving around in a circle around the group.
That's gonna help the navigator out a lot.
Perfect. Let's go in circles.
When has that ever been wrong?
Remember, you can just take a position on the actual machine itself.
I'm going... The seat next to the driver, isn't that the big chompies?
I don't know if there are. Oh yeah, sorry. Of course there are big chompies in
That's
this
what
one.
took our thing out.
Yeah.
The fucking giant teeth that ate the wheel.
Yeah, you can definitely
thing.
sit. You can definitely sit at that action station.
I'm just gonna sit there like, yeah. He's just clamping into driving.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, and what were you doing? Sorry, Ethel. What did you end up doing?
I was just gonna
Oh,
keep
you
it
just-
concentrated on the fire.
okay,
I was
so-
standing there with my little fire and not with a giant geyser.
Oh, okay. So you're just casting firebolt and like holding it.
Yeah, I'm just holding it. Just
Yeah,
chilling
you know
with
what,
my
actually,
little fire.
like, I
it definitely
actually-
makes the acid more pleasant.
I actually realized that about Jean Lemore previously asking to use Vicious Mockery. You could have... I said that you couldn't do that because you'd have to be kind of constantly, but you could have just cast the cantrip and held it. Or held it in your mouth. I don't know how you hold a Vicious Mockery. But yeah, you actually could have done that. Sorry, I ruled that incorrectly. Okay. Alright, so Navigator, give me a nature check at disadvantage.
And will I be assisted by Alina if she's in the assistant seat at the front?
No, but she did return from scare. Oh no, because then you guys took a sleep. Yeah, no, unfortunately not.
No, like I'm saying in the activity, War Machine's assistant, if she's at the front seat next to the navigator. Oh, sorry. It says you may not assist. Okay, that's all good.
Yep.
Nature?
Nature check.
Disadvantage.
Uh-oh.
6. Okay. Alright, so with all of this rain and these dark clouds, dust in the air, it's very difficult to see as you're driving along here. And so you suddenly become a little bit unsure where you're actually going. And so, let me just find...
Just a reminder as well, Ethel, did you do your rolls for the day? Or is that 24 hours or long rest?
I did. They were pretty good. I'm excited. This is my first. I got a 17. That's the first good one I've gotten in like 3 actual months. So this is exciting.
Okay, Mahkah, roll me a d6.
Yes.
Alright. You move in this direction.
Oh no!
And so, Jean Lemore, if you would like to just burn 1 demon ichor
Uh-huh.
as you only move 5 miles.
Uh-huh.
And this means also that the next navigation check will be made with a -5 penalty. However, I think maybe that is not the case, because as you drive in this direction, you quickly encounter a landmark. And you may be able to use this to navigate. This landmark is an enormous lake. And as you begin driving towards it, you may notice from the map that you've kind of driven off course. This lake is a similar color from what you saw previously of the river Styx, but even a deeper, darker red. It is a dark blood red. And you're kind of driving through here up to this, the landscape becomes much more hilly, and you see these kind of craggy, grey, rocky kind of cliffs and stone formations kind of jutting out of the ground, which then sort of slopes downwards towards this big lake, this blood red lake. And as you kind of come up here and you have to stop the vehicle because you're kind of not able to actually approach the lake, you can sort of see through the rain and in the darkness. Actually, I guess you just see this acid rain kind of hitting this lake. And so you can just see like a lot of like smoke and steam coming off the surface of this lake. But nothing else happens as you kind of realize where you are. As you might be able to see on the map, that this lake is that somewhere within this lake you think is where the Tower of is. And so that's the end of that shift, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So now it's been basically a full day. So at this point, as you kind of get out, Mahkah scratches his head, perhaps. You're kind of trying to like look around. You're going to take some more damage from the acid rain at this point. I'm going to do this again. So it's 7 damage to Kensei, and only 3 damage to those within the... why do I keep forgetting what it's called? Demon Grinder.
Demon Grinder, yeah.
Guys, should I roll a concentration check for Mind Spike?
Oh, yeah.
Good night.
Ooh, perfect.
You still know
Guys,
where that
I still know where that dead body is, yeah.
Werebore is. Okay, so everyone's feeling pretty hungry at this point. Do you eat?
Yes.
Yes, because I must.
My favorite part of the day.
And everyone who eats, give me a con save.
I would like to prestidigitation my food to a nice flavor.
Unfortunately, it won't work.
Why?
You don't know why it won't work. Lulu's like, very hard to overcome the evil power of Avernus, especially with a cantrip.
I think I ate mine.
Oh no, that should have been with advantage.
I love the idea of like.
Oh yeah, Kensei has
Alina,
advantage because he has because his stomach is, I don't know, he has some heritage that kind of predisposes him to eating Avernian food.
We're good.
Sorry,
like Alina
Ethel.
talks about prestidigitation, she's like, "Oh, I can make everyone's food taste good," and Ethel's like already eaten. She's like, "Oh." What?
So, even though I took like the scouting one, do I now make a survival check because Mahkah got lost?
Okay, so you're still separated from the group until we do the next shift, basically.
Okay.
So yeah, so that will be this shift. But just give me a second. I just wanted to see what that con save was. I think it's just DC 8. To see if you spew. Did anyone get 8 or below? Or 7 or below?
Nah.
Okay, everyone is able to keep their food down. We don't have a big spew fest. But this acid rain continues unabated. And at this point, seeing as we're kind of beginning the new day, we've all had something to eat. This acid rain is just continuing, and you found yourself at this blood red lake. We'll end the session there and continue next week. But yeah, thanks for learning how to hex crawl with me and for being patient with me as I work out these rules. Sorry, it's a bit clunky at the moment. But the War Machine battle was fun.
Oh yeah.
I completely forgot during the long rest I wanted Ethel to look at the circlet because it looks cool. Oh well. Next time, if we live that long.
I mean, Ethel, you can do a quick... You can see if you can identify it real quick if you
A quick
want.
country line dance.
Yep. In the rain.
A quick country line dance in the acid rain. How poetic.
We could say that, as Kensei returns on the bike.
Is it cool?
Oh, sorry, it's automatic. Okay. So you're not burning a spell slot. Yes.
Yeah.
The item is a... Where the hell am I? You identify this as a Circlet of Blasting.
Ooh, hey.
Ooh.
So you can use an action to cast the Scorching Ray spell with it when you're wearing this. And so
Just give myself even more range capacity right here with a ranged weapon.
you're shooting a lot of fire.
Very on theme.
So yeah, I'll just chuck that in your inventory. There you go. But yeah.
Ooh.
That was fun. I liked our fight in the beginning mostly because I really liked summoning the aberration right into the middle of the shield. That made me very happy.
Yeah, it was a good idea.
That's fun. And then it died so immediately.
There's been an enormous amount of this session where I have not known what to do.
Me too, man.
Especially
It's on you.
also Mahkah summoning multiple creatures within that thing. I was like, fuck, what the hell?
But I think I had
Everything squishes out
6 characters at one stage. Lulu, Beetles, Moss, Bear.
Yeah, you've basically been a GM.
Partridge.
And I didn't even need to tell the story. I was just controlling the characters. I didn't even have to do it
So you got to do. You just got to roll all the dice. That's really what.
Yeah.
It's fun.
All right. Thanks for playing, everyone. I'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Enjoy your
Let's
week.
catch up.
See ya.
Bye.